kickoff sponsor, and we are just a couple minutes away from the opening kick, and it is wet.
Well, as Steve Ross said, if they'd have started this 10 minutes ago, this would have been a lot better deal. It is coming down in sheets.
And if you're a gritty, dirty, like to get your jersey messed up football player,
John Madden would love this game.
this is your night. Kind of reminds you a little bit of the Cleburne game a few years ago when we played up in Cleburne, but the difference of that game, it was equally as wet, but the rain has stopped. Now just adds a lot of wind. Jackets getting set to receive the opening kick.
This could go out the end zone.
Kick is approaching, it is on the way, it is deep, and it will be taken by Browse at the 3-yard line. He hands the ball to Evan. Evan takes the ball and gives it to Cardwell. Cardwell looking for room, finds the gap across the 20, gets up to the 23-yard line, and the Jackets running the starburst return. Takes the ball out to the 23-yard line as Kendall Browse fielded the ball in the end zone, took 4 steps, handed the ball to Evan, who faked to Zach Hunter, and then handed the ball over to Cardwell, who finds a nice seam. Jackets start 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Boy, and I think they defended that very well, Boots, considering they hadn't seen it and hadn't seen us run it. Of course, you know, put your eye on 25 and somebody follow him. I'm curious what that was all about.
Stephenville comes to the line. Van Adam will be the center tonight as Sterling Doty is back home sick. Kellen Luker is under center. One back behind him now. No backs behind him. Straight drop now rolling to the right side is Luker. Out in the flat has it over receiver. It's Hunter. Hunter catches the ball and goes out of bounds after about an 8-yard pickup. Maybe 10 depending on the spot. We'll wait and see, but the first completion of the night goes from Luker to Hunter.
Boy, that's going to be real close to the first down, and a little unusual there going, they used A.B. Combs and Cardwell to clear the zone. Hunter just came out from the other side, drug in behind, and nice short pass for a pickup of 9.
Officially right, a pickup of 9 on the play. Dylan Keel splits to the near side. Luker under center. One back behind him taking the handoff is Frost. Frost busts through the line, gets about 5 yards, will pick up the first down, and the tough running fullback Ferrazis, Jimmy Ferrazis, picks up about 5 on the play. It'll be first down, Yellow Jackets.
Well, you saw Jimmy really do some tough running last week, and he picks up right where he left off, Booth. Really hit at the line of scrimmage, spun, and then ran over 2 other guys and got a nice gain out to the 37-yard line. Call it first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Team tackling will be the key this evening because one-arm round tackling by one person is not going to happen with these slippery bodies. Pitch to the near side. Running room across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Here's Ferrazis again, I believe. We'll wait and see after they unpile. We are a long ways from the field. It is Ferrazis taking the pitch up to the 41. Officially a pickup of 4 on the play. It'll bring up now second down and a long 6.
Here's 2 good lead blocks, one by Jay Doty and the other by Matt Tinklenberg, as they just kicked the guys out on the right defensive end for the Dragons.
To make it even, excuse me, John, go ahead.
I was just going to say, made a good gain of 4 yards up to the 41.
To make it even more difficult, there's no wind in this press box. The rain is coming on the window and it's fogging up. So it may take us a while to call a few plays tonight. Straight handoff over the right side. Hunter gets back to the line of scrimmage and he has stood up very quickly. It was a lead play that took a little bit too long to develop. Round Rock was able to get off their blocks, and the middle linebacker, John Botello, stepped up into the hole to stop the Jackets with a minimal gain. It'll be third down and a short 6 needed. The ball is out to the 41-yard line. 10:25 to go in the Nations Bank first quarter. 0-0 our score here from Dragon Stadium, Stephenville, and Round Rock.
Yeah, really the first play, the Yellow Jackets hadn't got some positive yardage on that, but now, as you said, third down, still about 6 needed for the first down. Good read by Botello, the linebackers. He stepped right into the hole and made the stop.
Trips to the far side, twins to the near side. One of the receivers on the near side, Carmel, goes in motion. He takes the pitch. Flags are down. Somebody jumped along the line of scrimmage, so it'll now be third down and about 11 on the play.
Believe it or not, whenever you get a penalty, sometimes it can't be a break for you. That was a break for the Yellow Jackets because that play wasn't going anywhere.
Illegal motion against the Yellow Jackets. Cardinal was in motion and took the pitch. The Brownwood secondary recognized it very quickly and rotated over toward it.
I knew he was going to do it, or I was going to do it for the night was over.
What did I say?
Brownwood.
I did say Brownwood right then. I mean, those uniforms look exactly like the old ones with the lion on the side of the head and the...
Oh, man. I knew one of us would do it.
Oh, goodness gracious. Round Rock, excuse me. I wouldn't want to give that insult to anyone. Luker in shotgun, rolling to the far side, takes the snap, low but handle, looking to throw, throws across the middle, and slow and incomplete. Luker was rushed just a hair, but you saw the first mishap of the wetness from Luker on his hand because that one just completely slipped out of his hand. It'll be fourth down and 11 for the Jackets. They'll be forced to punt Will Evan into probably a 20 to 25 mile an hour wind.
Yeah, and that's a good stop for the defense of Round Rock because now they're going to get some really good field position. Evan was the intended receiver that time. He was open, but as you said, the ball just slipped.
Well, to tell you how stiff this wind is, the deep return man for the Dragons is only 20 yards downfield. Evans stands at his own 25. Jackets come in some type of motion, but go ahead and decide to punt the ball away. It is an end-over-end wobbly kick that runs off of one of the Round Rock players. The ball is loose. There's a big scramble for it back at the 25. It was an end-over-end, almost quick kick try from Evans, staying under the wind. He got the big roll like he was intending to do. It hit off the foot of one of the Round Rock players, and there was a scramble for the ball. For the Dragons' sake, they were able to scramble back and get on top of it at their own 25, and that's where they will begin first and 10. The punt, mainly a lot of it on the ground with the sidewinder quick kick, goes 39 yards.
Well, that was a big break for the Dragons. That guy running down was just one of the outside containment, and he never even saw the ball coming.
Brandon Tibbetts is at quarterback. He'll hand to the first back through. Check that Tibbetts on a keeper will find nice running room after he fakes to the fullback on the veer. He'll follow the fullback through the hole and pick up 11 yards for a first down. The fake was to Nick Knoll. Making the tackle for the Jackets was the quarterback Ryan Harris. The junior makes the stop, but not until after an 11-yard pickup for the Dragons.
Well, that was just a good read by the quarterback to fake the belly into the middle and come around off tackle when he was wide open, as you said, to Harris hitting 10 yards downfield.
High formation handoff to the tailback. That is Buzzy, and Buzzy goes nowhere. He'll be, a matter of fact, a loss of 1 on the play. It'll set up now second down and 11. Stepping up was Clayton Harmon from his defensive tackle position.
In fact, he hit him in the backfield. He was that quick across the line of scrimmage. He just manhandled the guy in front of him, Boots, and as I said, he was a yard deep in the backfield when the running back Earl hit the line of scrimmage.
Tibbetts again under center, I formation behind him. Running the option to the far side, Tibbetts cuts up, finds some running room, but a good open field tackle is made for the Jackets out there making the tackle for them. I believe it was Craig Park.
Check that. I think it's Kendall Browse.
It was Kendall Browse. I saw the 5. I was looking for 50, Craig Park, but Kendall Browse wearing a different jersey tonight, stepping up from the safety position. Heads off Tibbetts as he crosses the line for a pickup of about 3 on the play. So it'll set up third down and 8 now for Round Rock.
Nice read by Browse that time, and that was exactly what they gained 11 yards on the first play, but just going the opposite way. Browse stepped in, making a good open field tackle.
High formation behind Tibbetts. The tailback is Buzzy Earl, coming motion to the near side. Running the option is Tibbetts. He's in some trouble. He'll be thrown down. Clayton Harmon hawk-sides him for about a 4-yard loss. Does the 6'6" sophomore, a loss of about 4 on the play, and it'll set up fourth down and long, and Round Rock will have to punt.
What a great play by Harmon. I mean, he just destroyed the line of scrimmage on the right side.
And look at Tibbetts' jersey. It's still all mangled up around his shoulder pads. He's still trying to figure out where he is, and he has to line up to punt. Now, high snap he handled, gets the punt away. It's a shank off the side of his foot. Will go out of bounds, and that's a good break for the Jackets because that huge wind is behind Tibbetts, and this punt will only go 30 yards, and he has a 20 to 25 mile an hour wind behind him, John. So a big break for the Jackets as they will start at their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, and it looked like he was lucky to get that one off. As you said, it was a high snap, and boy, in a wet condition, you don't want your punter having to jump up the ladder like that and grab it. That was a great play by Tibbetts.
7:21 remaining in the Nations Bank first quarter. Stephenville and Round Rock tied at 0. Jackets come out with 2 receivers to the far side, 2 backs behind Luker. One of those at a fullback is Cardwell. He'll probably shift out of it. No, he stays right behind Luker as Hunter goes in motion to the far side. Cardwell in some trouble. Now Luker will be sacked. You saw this play developing. Cardwell was trying to sneak through the line to get open, and he took 2 steps through the line and slipped and fell to the turf. And because of that, Luker, looking at Cardwell all the way, didn't have a chance as the big rush was on him. Duncan McCallum, John, it's supposed to be a play that hits very quickly, and it would have, but we saw the bad footing as Cardwell slipped as he came through the line.
Yeah, that moves the ball way back to the 25-yard line, so minus 9 yards for Kellen on that rush, and that puts the Jackets probably in some negative yardage rushing right now.
Jackets send 4 to the near side, 1 to the far side. The only back is Luker, throwing out in the flat as the ball slips out of his hands and go almost straight down. Luker was trying to pump fake, and the ball came right out of his hands and came into the ground. And folks, this is miserable. These are miserable conditions, and you're getting to see a lot of it right now, and it is Jackets pass attack.
Yeah, that was not a good throw by Kellen as he pushed through the ground. Like you said, you got to figure that wet ball's got to have something to do with it, because that's a play that was set up very well. And 3 blockers in front of him, that play
set up for them. They're just having a hard time getting the ball to them. Luker now again, the only back in the backfield, sets up, looking to throw. Throwing a deep ball across the middle. Evan, it's overthrown to him, and it is picked off. The ball is picked off at the 47-yard line and immediately going to the ground after making the interception is Greg Bull. So Round Rock will take the ball at their own 47-yard line. You know, John, Chris Evans never even really saw that ball coming to him.
Well, it's one of those timing plays where you throw it to a spot, and you know, Kellen is used to probably running that play on a dry turf, and Evan just a little slower in getting there, and you might be seeing Luker getting a little frustrated here early.
So Round Rock now with their second possession. First and 10, their own 48. Pitch to the near side is Earl. Earl looking for some running room, cuts to the outside. He'll be run out of bounds after he crosses into Jacket territory at about the 46-yard line of Stephenville. A pickup of 5, almost 6 on the play. It'll set up second down.
5 Yellow Jackets in on that tackle, led by who else? Clayton Harmon and Jack Hodges, and then Browse came in along with Harris. I mean, it was just a dog pile. Great outside containment. Although he got a little too many yards for you if you're the defensive coaches for Stephenville.
Credit Earl with 6 yards. Double tight end set. Hand off to the fullback through the middle, picking up some yardage and probably enough for the first down is the fullback Nick Knoll. He picked up the 4 needed, and it'll be first and 10 for Round Rock. 5:49 and counting here in the Nations Bank first quarter from Round Rock. The Dragons 0, Stephenville 0. Well, I thought it was enough for the first down. The officials want to measure.
It is pretty close.
Well, we thought it would be a messy situation tonight, and obviously we have seen that early on. The Jacket offense, do you think the mindset of the coaching staff, John, as far as the play calling, is going to have to be changed pretty quick?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're mixing it up pretty well, really. Jacket's been able to run the football, but going to the passing plays, you know, that got them in trouble there. You know, you take away that sack, the Jacket's still moving the football. So, you know, one play here or there, Boots, and they're moving down the field. Right now, this is just a game of field position, and they're trying to be careful and not make a mistake down their own end of the field.
Well, I thought the fullback Knoll had enough. He comes up about a foot short, so it'll now be third down and about a foot. The ball is sitting just outside of the 42-yard line of Stephenville.
I guess really it's a mist right now, but it's coming down in sheets with that wind blowing out the northeast.
Earl is the tailback directly behind Tibbetts, who takes the quarterback sneak to the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 2 on the play, just on the straight-ahead hitter on the quick count for Brandon Tibbetts, the senior signal caller. He gets the first down, and it'll be first and 10 for Round Rock just outside the Stephenville 40.
Right now, the first half quarter of this first quarter played right in about a 20-yard span. That field's going to get destroyed in a hurry right in the middle of the field around the 40.
First and 10 for Round Rock. Straight give on the right side. The ball is loose. It's up for grabs. People diving for it. Tibbetts gets back on the ball at his own 45. He handed the ball off to Earl on a quick hitter over the right side. It went off the pad of Earl, the side pad. It bounced straight lateral toward the line of scrimmage, toward the Round Rock sideline, and there was a big pileup for the ball. Tibbetts saw it first. He was able to get on the ball, but it is a loss of 5. It'll set up second down and 15.
Well, you just have to think how many more of those you're going to see tonight, Boots. And I think the quarterback just didn't put the ball in the pocket where he needed to that time.
High formation again behind Tibbetts, double tied in with a wing look. Hand off, the ball is loose again. No signal yet who has the football. The ball squirts forward about 3 yards, and I think one of the Round Rock linemen checked that. It was one of the upbacks, number 4, Amos Keith, was a fullback on the play. And when the exchange from center was not completed, it was kicked forward about 3 yards. Amos saw the ball, jumped on it before the linebacking crew of Stephenville could get on the ball. He doesn't gain a 3 on the play, but it sets up third down at 12 now for Round Rock and Stephenville 42.
Two running plays, 2.
High formation again behind Tibbetts. Tibbetts play action, setting up in the pocket, in some trouble, throws the ball out in the flat, incomplete, and making the big pressure for the Jackets was Cal Chilton, who nailed Tibbetts when he tried to throw the ball, and Tibbetts is very slow to get off the wet turf. That's a fourth down, and so the Jackets will get the ball back. And here's an interesting situation, John. Round Rock is punting the ball from the 2-yard line, but is it worth trying to go for it?
No, I think you'd go ahead and try to pin them down because, as I said, this game so far has been a game of field position, and you want to just keep it in your favor at this point.
Well, Tibbetts stands at his own 45 awaiting a snap. Snap back to him. Punt is away. A better punt. High, booming, spiraling kick that will come down at the 5-yard line and goes over the goal line barely. A nice job by Cardwell to fake the return team, the recoverage team, as he came to the near sideline acting like he was fair catching the ball. The ball actually landed in the middle of the field, and because of that move, it gave the ball enough time to cross the goal line before the coverage team could get to it. Credit Cardwell there for allowing the Jackets to have it first and 10 at their own 20 instead of inside the 5.
You know, I'm just sitting up here wondering how long it's going to be before Steve Ross joins us in the press box. It's getting nasty outside.
Oh, he's giving us the sign like he's too tough to come up into the press box. Boy, he does look like the fish dealer out in the market, does it, with his yellow jumpsuit. All right, Luker is under center, 2 backs behind him, 1 back. Hunter goes in motion to the far side. Hunter, inside handoff, gets the ball from Luker. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, and that will be it. Hunter came in motion and lined up as a wingback. It was a little inside wingback trap that got to the line. That's it. It'll set up second down and 10. 3:44 and counting here in the Nations Bank first quarter. 0-0 our score with Round Rock and Stephenville.
Yeah, this is not good conditions here, Coach.
This could be one of those 0-0 nights. Jackets will send 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Luker is the only back in the backfield. He is under center. Straight drop for Luker, looking to throw across the middle, has an open receiver, and it hits the intended receiver right between the 1 and the 8, and then it's dropped. That's KC Steed. He was on an inside slant pattern. He would have been good for probably 10, but you saw the wet ball land right against his chest and pop straight out.
Well, that's just one of those things until you really have to catch one, you can't make an adjustment to it. It's something that all the receivers are going to have to get used to here.
Well, it was a good pass from Luker. It hit KC right in stride. It would have been enough for the first, but the incomplete brings up third down and 10. Now trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Cardwell going in motion, taking the pitch, trying to get to the outside, cuts up, will get about 1 yard, and that will be it. Ball is loose on the ground, but the official on the far sideline is ruling that the ball was down by the ground, so no fumble on the contact there. It'll set up 4th down, and the Jackets will have to punt. And Evan will stand at about his own 10-yard line when he takes the snap, and he'll be punting into that stiff wind. So the ground attack from the Round Rock in the field position contest is being won by the Dragons. Evan getting set for the snap. Snap back to Evan is a good one. Gets the kick away. Miller is looking to return the ball. It's kind of a floater. He fumbles the ball. It's at the 50. He's trying to go down and get it. He finally does, and then it'll be wrapped up and thrown out of bounds. Back in Round Rock territory by Gilson, and as well making the tackle for Stephenville was Justin Monk. It's a 31-yard kick into that stiff wind. Credit Evan for that punt. And you know, when the punt is in the air, John, it's knuckling. That's got to be a hard thing to try to catch, especially in this wind.
Yeah, if I'm either coaches on punts, I just say get away from it tonight. I mean, it's crazy. That's going to be, like you said, plus fighting the wind. It's going to be hard to field anything. Forward
momentum was actually spotted at midfield stripe, so that's where Tibbetts will start on the handoff. He pitches back to Earl. Earl finds a little seam. He'll go forward for 4 yards. It'll be a pickup down to the 46, maybe the 45-yard line of Stephenville, setting up second down.
Yeah, second down, 6, and that's pretty good yardage for them on the first down. They're getting 4, 5, sometimes 6 yards on that first down, which makes your play calling a lot easier. But
second down and 6 for Round Rock. Tibbett under center. The fullback behind him and the tailback Earl. Play action now reverse. Fake reverse. Looking to throw the deep ball. There's an open receiver downfield, but it's over the head of the intended receiver. It was a fake reverse and then pass. The pass was intended for the coach's son, Wayne Hurt. Kellen Luker, I should say, Kendall Briles was back on coverage. Would have been a tough catch to make because it was over the outside shoulder and thrown very high. It now sets up third down.
And I think Stephenville was lucky there, Boots, that they didn't get burned on that one. As you said, it was a bad pass. They were beaten.
Third down, now 6 for Round Rock at the Stephenville 45-yard line. Tibbetts will send 1 man in motion toward the line. Straight draw, now the handoff in the backfield is tackled. Given the ball was Buzzy Earl. Making the big stop was Cal Gilson. Maybe a gain of 1, but Gilson did not fake and was right there on the draw play, wrapped up Earl for 1 yard gain. It'll set a 4th down, and John now with only a minute 40 and counting in the first quarter. Stephenville is pretty close to getting the ball with the win.
Yeah, and you kind of hoped that maybe they would have, if they did punt, they'd have to punt into the wind, but with that incomplete pass, they were able to get this 4th down punt one more time with the wind.
Tibbetts is getting set to punt. He'll stand at his own 42-yard line. Snap back to him is a good one. The punt is away. It's a straight up another shank punt. This one will land at about the 25 and take a big forward roll inside the 15 down to the 10. Well, it worked. Not exactly the prettiest punt in the world. It was kicked straight up about, only coming down 20 yards from the original line of scrimmage, and will go for 35 yards total. Stephenville will start first and 10 at their own 10 with 1:07 remaining in the Nations Bank first quarter. Round Rock 0, Stephenville 0 in a downpour with 25-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, the only good thing about this football game, Boots, is it won't last long.
No, it's going to be over in a hurry. We may be playing commercials for our sponsors until midnight tonight to make up all the commercials.
Last week, the first quarter took 45 minutes. This one's going to take about 20.
Or 4.5 minutes. Luker under center, one back behind him, taking the pitch is Ferozis. He gets to the corner, maybe turns it up for one. That'll be about it. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ferozis definitely has the dirtiest jersey of anybody right now, if you're counting along for that. 2nd and 9, 53 seconds of counting. And I think Art is be just enough happy to let this first quarter run out and start getting the balls in with the wind.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what, Boots, if I'm Round Rock, I might call a timeout after every play.
39 seconds of counting. Credit Ferozis on the play for 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 8. Evan is the one back behind Luker.
I want them to have to punt it. If they don't get any yardage here, I think they'll call a timeout.
Luker under center, inside trap, hand off to Cardwell. Cardwell will go forward for about 2 yards. Could get out to about the 14-yard line. And Round Rock will take a timeout. They'll take the timeout with 16 seconds left, as it will now set up 3rd down and 7 for the Jackets. And we'll take a timeout with them. No score from Round Rock. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
How often?
There's a new star in town, Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury. Come see the difference for yourself. New owners, anxious to win your business with the best possible deals. New hours, open weekdays till 7 and now open Saturday till 6. And most of all, new attitude. You'll love dealing with the friendly people at Techstar. If you don't buy from us, it won't be because of the price. Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury, Stephenville.
Hi, I'm Tim with Greenmaker Nursery. No landscaping job is too small or too big. From bedding plants to trees and shrubs, we can make your home more beautiful. Stop by or give us a call.
For the Jackets, 16 seconds remaining in the Nations Bank first quarter. If the Jackets don't make the first down, expect Round Rock to burn another timeout to force the Jackets to punt into the wind. 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Luker is the only back. He is under center. Luker looking to throw straight into the line of scrimmage. Has Carl across the 15, trying to make a move at the 20. He got 25, and he almost broke that one. Oh, that was close to going the whole way. He tackled at the 27-yard line. It is enough for the first down. And let's hear it for the Jackets of getting some great positive yardage when they needed it.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a touchdown-saving tackle, too.
It was one stop away from going the whole distance. That will run out the end of the first quarter. Our score, Round Rock 0, Stephenville 0. When we come back, we'll talk to a very drenched Steve Ross on the sideline as Yellow Jacket football continues after this.
Health-focused foods in the Bosque River Center can speed up your metabolism, burn fat, curb sugar cravings, and help shrink your appetite. New Xenadrine and Medicuts are 2 of the state-of-the-art diet products that work very quickly and cost less than $1 a day. These products are thermogenic formulas, which help the body shed unwanted pounds and inches the natural way. Come by and let us show you New Xenadrine and Medicuts. Health-focused foods in the Bosque River Center is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturday, 9 to 6, and Sunday, 1 to 5.
Parenting is a constant learning process. What you have to do is prioritize.
Back in '88, Earl wanted to retire. Spend more time with Tiger.
My dad taught me.
I met an American Express financial advisor. Dave is a personal friend of mine to this day. We trust each other because we got a track record.
It's about making smarter decisions.
And that's when dreams can happen.
Call today to find out how we can help you reach your dreams.
Come back, start of the second quarter. Second quarter is brought to us by Cook Lumber on the south loop. Stephenville first and 10 at their own 26-yard line, and maybe a little breath of life has been given to the Jackets after that nice first down from Luker to Cardwell. Luker is under center, two backs behind him. Cardwell is in a wingback position as Evan goes in motion to the far side. Luker under center, running the option, hands the ball to the first man through. That's Ferrazas. Ferrazas goes for maybe 2 yards. It'll set up second down and 8. Let's go to Steve Ross at the sideline. Is it as miserable looking out there as it does looking from it from the press box?
Oh, it's not that bad. My three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, are having a ball down here. Oh, sorry, that was a big pass from Luker to Cardwell right there. One, he got him the wind in the second quarter here, and they're starting to feel out what they can work with now. Those screen passes, those quick hits, and you're going to see more Ferrazas to tailback.
Luker under center, one back behind him. Luker straight drop, looking to throw out the flash. Has an open receiver to Evan. Evan can't make the catch. It goes through his hands. He has to leap high into the air in Round Rock territory to try to come in with it. But that wet ball goes right through his wet hand. And the Jackets will have to have now 3rd and 8. And John, I think the long, deep ball ought to just be thrown out of the pass tonight, out of the playbook. From the possibilities that when it's through the air that much time, it's picking up a lot of moisture.
Well, and, also Jonas Miller there had that beeline down on Abbott. I'm sure Chris will say, if you're going to throw it that far, don't throw it that high.
Trips to the near side because I'm probably fixing to get racked. One to the far side. It's in shotgun. Luker looking to throw out in the flat. Pass for off. Check out Hunter. Hunter cuts out. Gets the first down. Big territory. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Trying to get the first sideline. Finally run out of bounds. He's run out of bounds on the 35-yard line, and then a late flag comes in. This can be and probably will be a face mask against Round Rock. The play will go 40 yards almost on the play, depending on the spot. 39 is officially the spot on the yardage. With wait and check out the penalty. It was a simple flare pattern, as it is a 5-yard face mask against Round Rock. Luker just waited for Hunter to clear out of the backfield on the little flare pattern on the sideline. He hit him with the gentle touch pass, and then Hunter was off to the races after he made one man missing.
Boy, did they have that blocked. It is the face mask. I think it's the 5-yard good.
It is the 5-yard variety. It will move the ball to the 26-yard line of Round Rock. And obviously, this is the best and deepest penetration for the Jackets offensively so far this evening. 11:08 to go in the Cook Lumber second quarter. Stephenville 0, Round Rock 0. The Stephenville in excellent position right now.
Well, it's field goal range soon.
Exactly, with a huge win behind Boren. Trips to the near side. Luker will send Hunter in motion to the far side. Luker straight drop, setting up, looking to throw, trying to throw the deep ball to the far sideline. It's caught. Caught at about the 6-yard line and maybe even the 5-yard line. What a great over-the-shoulder catch from Cardwell. The defensive backs on the play never turned to look. That was Joe Medlock. He was locked up with Cardwell on the sideline, but he never turned around and looked for the ball. And Cardwell did a great job of catching it over the outside shoulder. The pass goes for 21 yards, and it sets up first and goal for the Jackets inside the 5 of Round Rock.
And if you're the defender, but you got to turn and look at that ball. I mean, he had a chance to easily knock the ball down, if not maybe intercept it.
Luker is under center, hands the ball to Ferrazas. Ferrazas goes into the line, maybe gets to the 4-yard line. It's going to be tough running straight up the gut against this very big Round Rock defensive line.
Well, they're just stacked in there. I mean, there's 9 guys in the box. And it's going to be, as you said, it's going to be tough. Well, look at the middle of that field, Boots. It's pretty much destroyed right now. And it's going to be a first.
The ball is spotted at the 4-yard line. It'll be second and goal to go for the Jackets at the Round Rock 4.
Where the turf has been torn up, best I can tell, looks like water's standing.
Twins to the near side. It is Boren and Steed. Wing back formation to the right side. Wing back both sides. Luker is under center. Luker rolling to the near side, setting up, looking for an open receiver. Has the receiver. It's Cardwell just over his hands. He was stretched out at the sideline of the goal line. He was was over his hands and out of bounds. It'll now set up third down and goal. It looked like Luker was just trying to throw that one over the quarterback and in between the safety and just put just a little too much on it, and a 30-mile-an-hour wind behind it may have pushed it away from Cardwell as well.
Let me ask you this, Boots. With conditions the way they are, the Jackets going to call timeout. We'll talk about that when we come up.
10:15 remaining in the Cook Lumber second quarter. Score, Stephenville 0, Round Rock 0. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
The single most important step in building any investment plan is getting started. If you have any questions about how to start or build an effective investment program, ask the investment representatives at Investment Centers of America. Whether you're thinking about an IRA, a small business plan, a retirement plan, or some financial issue, Investment Centers of America can help you find what fits you best. Investment Centers of America, Town and Country Bank Building, Stephenville. Investment Centers of America. We know the territory. Stihl has been building quality chainsaws since 1926. Bill's Lawnmower Shop has been providing quality power equipment service since 1966. For an experienced team that can provide excellent service and reliable chainsaws, look to Stihl and Bill's Lawnmower Shop.
Decision time for the Jackets. Third down at the 4. And John, you and I were talking about this. Do the Jackets just run it up the gut again and settle for the field goal, or do they take 2 plays here if they don't get it in? Kendall Browse is in the game at quarterback. Twins to the far side. Running the option is Browse. Browse will sneak it up. He gets to the 3, to the 2, and to the 1 just outside the goal line. It is now 4th and goal at the 1-foot line. I say it's hammer time and go. Kendall was running the option to the far side. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, escaped one tackler, and was able to dive under some other would-be tacklers and sneak his way to about the 1-foot line.
Yeah, he got a good 3 yards on that, and should have been caught probably in the backfield. As you said, he just snuck under the would-be defender.
It is 4th officially at the 1. Browse is at quarterback. 3 backs behind him. It is hammer time. Handoff to the second man through. It's Ferrazis. The ball is loose, and Round Rock has got it on the ball. Kendall Browse never made the handoff to Ferrazis. The ball popped out, and Stephenville will come away with no points when they went for it 4th and goal inside the 1.
Yeah, but you don't really lose anything there. Like we talked during the timeout, Boots, even if you don't make it, your defense is playing well. They fumbled the ball on a couple of exchanges in the first quarter. If you hold them here, you get the ball back probably around the 30-yard line. You're back in striking distance again.
The only flip side to that coin is if the Jackets kick the field goal, they very well may win this game 3-0.
Well, you're right there. Points may become a great commodity here. And hey, you've tried it once. Now, if you get back down there again, you probably do kick the field goal.
I formation 4. Round Rock is Tibbetts under center. He just goes straight ahead with a quarterback sneak. He'll get about a yard to about the 4. And Tibbetts for Round Rock just trying to get some breathing room for himself.
With 9.5 minutes to go in the second period, I don't think you just want to belly up here this early and, concede a 3 and out. I mean, you've got to get a first down here, at least 1 or 2.
Second down 9 for Round Rock at their own 4-yard line. 9:10 remaining and counting in the Cook Lumber second quarter. Stephenville 0, Round Rock 0. Stephenville got to the 1-foot line of Round Rock, but came away with no points. Tibbetts under center, hands to the first man through. That's the fullback. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. The fullback on the play was Travis Chestnut, number 44.
He might. I don't think he got anything, did he?
No, it'll be 3rd down and 9, maybe half a yard on the play, but it's still inside the 5-yard line. And boy,
it's already getting ready. They've conceded.
Exactly.
They've conceded this series.
And as conservative an offense as Round Rock has, you probably don't expect them to do anything too outlandish right here. Tibbetts under center, hands to the second man through. No, Tibbetts running option. He's in some trouble, and he'll be stacked up back at the 3-yard line, and he was almost tackled at the 1-yard line. Slapping himself on the play is Craig Parks. He had a chance to bring Tibbetts down at the 1, but he slowed him up enough, held him up enough so the rest of the defense could get there for the slight loss. It'll now bring up 4th down and 9 from the 4, and 8:08 remaining and counting. The Jackets should get wonderful field position. Cardwell and Browse will stand at about their own 30, at Round Rock's 35, awaiting the punt. Tibbetts will stand near the back of his end line in the end zone to await the snap. Snap back to him is a good one. Kick is away. It is a wobbly kick that Cardwell will take to the 35, steps up to the 30, tries to make a move, and will go out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Stephenville will start 1st and 10 at the Round Rock 29, and Cardwell did a wonderful job of taking that wobbly, spirally kick in this tough wind and rain, bringing it into his body, securing it, and then getting another 5 yards.
Boy, I tell you, that's a great play by Cardwell, because that ball hits, it probably rolls out to maybe the 45-yard line. Instead, he not only catches, it returns at 6 yards, and right about what we thought, Boots. They get the ball right at the 30-yard line.
Luker will be under center with one split receiver on both sides, I formation behind him. Now the tailback Hunter goes in motion to the far side. Luker, play action, throwing out the flats, finds Hunter, but Hunter drops the ball, then picks it up. This is considered a lateral. Hunter's coming all the way back across the grain, cutting back and gets back to the line of scrimmage. He was on the far sideline when the ball, he dropped it. It was considered a fumble because it was down the line of scrimmage. He did a great job of coming all the way back to the near sideline, avoiding the pursuit and getting back to the line of scrimmage. Possibly a loss of 1 on the play. It'll set up second down and 11, we'll call it.
Yeah, they're going to mark it back at 31, so it is a loss of 1. But that's a heads-up play by Zach. He almost makes something out of absolutely nothing.
And heads up for him not to just let the ball go and to pick it up and not thinking it was an incomplete pass. Now Luker sends trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Luker is in shotgun, setting up in a rush, but throws across the middle, and this ball was well behind Cardwell, and that ball slipped from Luker. You could tell immediately when he let it go. Luke Cardwell was open at about the 18. It would have been enough for a first down, but now it sets up third down and 11.
Get ready, folks. If they don't do anything here, it's field goal time.
Boy, especially because it would be about a 50-yarder, but we watched Boren in pregame kick it from about 50.
Yeah, he was kicking it 50. Of course, the rain wasn't as heavy then. The ball wasn't as heavy. But the wind's blowing probably as hard, if not harder.
Twins to the near side, trips to the far side. Jackets want to take a timeout because they have a tailback in the play. That's too many men on the field. Jackets take a timeout. 6:07 to go in the Cook-Lumber second quarter. 0-0 Round Rock Stephenville. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
Hello, friends. This is Greg Bruner for Bruner Motors, sitting on top of my old friend Buck here. You may think this is a lot of bull, but I've got some specials that are no bull deals for you.
GM certified used cars and trucks which have gone through an extensive 110-point inspection and come standard with a 12-month or 12,000-mile factory bumper-to-bumper warranty.
On behalf of our 90 employees, come on down to any of our 3 locations for your no bull deal. And by the way, we appreciate your business.
Your friends at Brooks Real Estate want to kick off a winning season by teaming up with the real estate professionals at Brooks Real Estate, the strategy that sells. Call Brooks at 965-5051. Easter Air has become the name synonymous with excellence in Erath County. We recommend a checkup on your central heat and air unit every 6 months to keep it running at its best. Offering no interest financing on Lennox systems. Easter Air at 968-6494 or stop by at 1011 North Graham, Stephenville.
Third down 11 for the Jackets. Trips to the near side, twins to the far side. Luker is in shotgun formation. Big play as Boren goes in motion to the far side. Snap back to Luker, setting up the screen. And inside to Cardwell. Cardwell escapes 30, 25, flips it down at the 19-yard line. Excuse me, at the 25-yard line. He would have had plenty for the first down, but when he tried to make a move, he slipped, and he'll be about 5 yards short of the first. And John, he might not have only gotten a first down, he might have gotten a touchdown.
Dry field, he scores. I mean, without a doubt. And the reason he slips down is you'll see it when you watch the replay of this. He was trying to get out of the way of one of his linemen, and when he cut, he just came right out from under him. That's a bad part of this field, so they go for it on fourth down here.
It was a well-set-up middle screen. Now, fourth down and 5 for the Jackets. 4 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Luker is under center. Straight drop for Luker, throwing out the flats, has his receiver at the 25, gets up 20, Cardwell, 15, out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It works to perfection. The wide receiver screen right down the line of scrimmage. It picks up close to 20 on the play. It'll set up first and goal for the Jackets inside the 10. We'll call it the 8.
Well, and I apologize, but because of the mud on the jerseys and the rain on the windows, I couldn't see it, but boy, somebody threw a great block right at the line of scrimmage, up into the defender, Cardwell. That's all he needed to see, and he was gone through the hole.
First and goal for the Jackets at the Round Rock 8-yard line. Luker is under center with one back behind him. It's Ferrasis. Wing back look to the near side, pitch to the near side. Ferrasis cutting up at the 10, to the 5, gets to the 4, and almost the 3. Good pitch sweep to the near side as Ferrasis found running room. Dinklenberg was out in front laying a good block, and so was the right side of the offensive line. John has said it is so dirty on the field, it's hard to see the jerseys from our perspective as far as who the linemen were pulling out front. I believe Lilly and Collier were on that side. It'll set up second down and goal from inside the 4.
That offensive line doing a great job, Boots. And, that was one of the things Coach Brawl said this morning. Coach, the offensive line is really going to have to earn their money tonight, and so far they have.
Carville split by himself to the near side. Watch him. Luker under center. Handoff to the right side. No, Luker keeping. He'll score. The keeper from Luker makes the handoff, and he goes over from 4 yards out, and the Jackets draw first blood with 5:19 remaining in the Cookett Lumber second quarter. 6-0 Stephenville.
Great fight by Luker to Ferozis, but boy, credit Doty and Lilly on the right side as they just sealed that corner off. Boots, we just talked about that O-line having to do the work, and man, they did some great work there. All Kelly had to do is just walk into the end zone.
A nice fake by Luker, who put the ball in the belly of Ferozis. All of the linebackers for Round Rock bid on the fake. Kellen pulled it back out and trotted around the end for the touchdown. Now getting set for the extra point. Casey Steve back this week is holding. Waiting on the snap. Back to it. Hold down. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. So with 5:19 remaining in the Cook Lumber second quarter, Stephenville on top, 7-0 over Round Rock. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
The purpose of the SABC is to provide financial and moral support to the boys and girls athletic programs throughout junior high and high school. The money we raise helps the Stephenville Independent School District with the increasing expenses of athletics and the equipment that is necessary so that all students have an opportunity to participate. Membership also provides a way for parents and supporters to become involved in the building of the great spirit for which Stephenville athletics is known. It takes a lot of involvement to accomplish all that we would like, and we need you. Offering Stephenville's largest selection of colors and styles, Danny's House of Carpet covers all of your flooring needs. Besides our wide selection, our friendly, knowledgeable staff can help you with anything from carpet and ceramic tile flooring to custom drapes, bedspreads, and professional installation. Serving the Stephenville area for 26 years and counting, come by Danny's House of Carpets at 1670 South Loop for all of your decorating needs.
Welcome back, Warren, getting set to kick off. Stephenville on top 7-0. John, that last scoring drive.
Well, it only took 5 plays in 2 minutes and 24 seconds. They went 30 yards. It was capped by Luker's 4-yard run. The PAT is good as usual all year long. 7-0. That scoring summary brought to you by Loopy's Breakfast and Lunch. Recommended highly by the morning show of John and Steve.
Back deep for Round Rock, number 1, Greg Bull. Warren approaches the ball. It is a deep end-over-end kick that will chase Bull. Check that. Another up back to the 2-yard line. He fumbles it, gets up to the 5, steps to the 10, finds a little seam, and gets out to the 20-yard line. Making the return for Round Rock was John Peoples. And Peoples tried to snag the ball in the air, end over end, up by his shoulders. It bounced off his shoulder pads, went over his head, went back to the goal line, and the kick was so deep it took the coverage team a long time to get there. He was able to recover, pick up the ball, and get good out to the 20-yard line. And good, I do mean, because it's very close to him being down somewhere around the 2.
And not only was it a deep kick, it was a line drive kick.
Handoff straight up the middle. The ball is loose. Check that. Tibbetts takes the ball, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Brandon Tibbetts was trying to hand off to the fullback, Travis Chestnut. He pulled the ball back out on the veer, and the ball came back up to him. Didn't come to Tibbetts. He grabbed the ball, and then he was hammered immediately. A gain of maybe 1.5 on the play, and Tibbetts is kind of leaning to one side. I think he took a pretty good shot on his right side.
I think he did too. After this play, let's go down to Steve Ross right after this play, because he had a good view of that one. It looked to me like that ball bounced right on the turf, came right back up to him.
Buzzy Earl is the tailback, standing behind the fullback Knoll. Under center is Tibbetts. Pitch to the near side is Earl. Earl is the trouble. He's stacked up in the line of scrimmage. A big play by the defense on the right side. I believe it was Jilson getting in there first to sandwich him. It was. And then the rest of the Jacket defenders getting on top, including Parks. About half a yard on that play, so it'll sit up now 3rd down and 8 for Round Rock with 4:10 and counting here in the second quarter, brought to us by Cook Lumber. I know Stephenville wants to get their hands on the ball one more time before the intermission.
Steve, that looked like that ball bounced right down on the ground back up to him. They having a hard time holding on to the football.
They're having a real hard time with their exchanges, John, but I'll tell you, this front four of Stephenville is as impressive as they've had in a number of years here. They are really causing some problems for Round Rock up front.
Tibbetts under center. Now at the delay of game will hand against Round Rock as they were having a lot of confusion in the backfield, and Tibbetts was having to talk to some of his running backs about getting in the correct position.
He's hollering at the quarterback. Everybody tried to follow him over, and he goes, "No, I don't want to talk to you guys."
Not anymore. I got to go talk to coach now.
I want to talk to my quarterback. It's nobody else. Now get in there, son. I said, when we run the play, let's run the play.
Third down and 14 will be the play now. Fourth. Check that third and 13.
And that's the last thing you want to do when you're trying to get out of this thing before halftime, only down a touchdown. You don't want to cost yourself 5 yards unnecessarily.
The ball is spotted at the 18-yard line. Tibbett is under center. Play action. Rolling to the far side. Tibbett looking to throw. He's in some trouble. Throw across the middle. Knocked away. A great play by Brady Gunn. Gunn steps in front of the would-be receiver and slaps the ball away. It'll set up now 4th down, and Gunn gets high fives from everyone.
Well, and I couldn't see who it was. Maybe Steve had a better look at it than I did. Again, we can't hardly see here with these windows the way they are. But boy, Tibbetts took a big shot late just as he was throwing the football. Somebody came up, it looked like from maybe the left defensive end area, and just knocked Tibbetts down on the ground. Who was that?
That was Keith McCormick, and it was right in front of me, and I'm amazed Tibbetts got up from that. Me and the news guy from Channel 11 high-fived.
Tibbetts' punt is away into the wind. It'll be fair caught and then let go by Cardwell, and probably a pretty good idea, even though it rolls forward into Jacket territory to about the 43. That ball was knuckling, and Cardwell was in a little bit of confusion about whether to take it or not. 44 yards on the punt into the wind, and a smart move by Cardwell.
Steven, the guy from Channel 11.
Channel 11's over
Looks
there.
like another fish guy down there, doesn't it?
Did you compliment him on his outfit, Steve?
I said 10-11 Waco thing. They can't decide what channel they are.
Oh, okay. All right.
Looker is under center. High formation behind him. Now the fullback, Zinklenberg, lines up at a wingback. The tailback, Combs, comes in motion to the near side. Looker setting up, looking to throw. Has an open, deep receiver. It's over the head of the intended receiver, Evan. I say open. He was in triple coverage. He is cleared momentarily across the middle, but I think that was one, John, where Looker just said, I've sat back here long enough. Let's just get rid of this one and throw it deep.
Is Cardwell that faster? It didn't look to me like he left early that time. Man, he came out like he was in the 400 starting blocks or something. Man, he shot out of that backfield.
3:02 remaining in the Cook Lumber second quarter. Stephenville 7, Round Rock nothing.
What am I thinking? One of our guys wouldn't leave early.
Never. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Hunter is the one back behind Luker. Now Hunter will go in motion to the far side. Luker under center. Straight drop for Luker, looking to throw. In some trouble, he'll escape. Gets to midfield, makes a move, gets out to about the 46-yard line of Stephenville. Just enough needed for the first down. I am right on the 46-yard line, and that's just the yardage you needed for the first. I'm sure they'll stop the clock momentarily, maybe for a measurement.
They may have to measure. Yeah, it's pretty close.
Something we saw last week that we didn't see a lot of last year that we saw on that play, John, and that's Luker showing the ability to scramble and run. Earlier the touchdown, there a nice 10-yard pickup when he was in some trouble in the backfield.
Yeah, there was nothing there, and he looked, and one thing you don't want your quarterback to do is leave too early. Make sure there's nothing there and then go if you have to. And he looked, there was nothing there, and just made the good read, open field to the left. His left and took off downfield, and he's going to be real close to the first down, maybe just a little short.
If this is not a first down, it's just by the nose of the football, and it is a first down by the nose of the football. 1 for 1 on the season.
Yeah, not bad.
Thank you.
Especially through foggy, rainy windows.
Thank you. Glasses, mine aren't doing very well either in this press box.
Oh, this is crazy.
I'm guessing the attendance tonight is somewhere around 600 total.
Yeah. This would be a bad Robert Earl King concert.
And he might draw more than this in the rain.
I think you're probably right.
Twist to the near side, wing back look on that same side. Hunter is the one back behind Luker. Inside fake handoff. Now throwing out in the flat is Carville. He takes it, cuts up 45, gets about 4 yards on the play, and he has stood up immediately with a big hit made by the outside cornerback, Greg Bull. He did not dodge or juke on the fake by Cardwell, and Cardwell got stood up pretty good.
Yeah, that was just man-on-man right there, and I'm not bilingual, so I won't try that other version of that, but...
Mano-y-mano.
Okay, whatever.
Thank you.
He just stood in there and that was a great open field tackle by Bull.
2nd and 6 for the Jackets. Ball just outside the 42 of Round Rock. 1:53 and counting in the second quarter. Luker under center. Fake pitch to the far side. Setting up, looking to throw. Throwing the deep spy pattern to Hunter. Just underthrown. Hunter was starting to clear on the deep flare to the far sideline. and you can hear the Round Rock coaches to our side slapping the desk because they knew that Hunter was starting to clear, and if that ball had just a little bit more air on it, with Hunter coming out of the backfield on that deep flare pattern, he probably has another big gainer like the last time they did the play.
Did you notice how far Kevin Luker threw that ball, kind of crosswind
in the
guy in his face in the rain? Gee whiz, what a pass.
3rd down and 6 for the Jackets. Luker is under center, twins to the near side. One back as Evity goes in motion to the far side. Luker setting up, throwing across the middle, has Cardwell. A great catch! The catch is made, now it's ruled incomplete. Thought it was a sliding great catch. The Stephenville coaching staff is screaming about the call. It looked like a great diving catch at the 30-yard line by Cardwell. Luker had led Cardwell too much on the play. It's going out and sets up 4th and 6, and boy, that would have been a huge first down.
That would have been a great catch, you're right.
Well, Evett will come out to punt. The Jackets, I believe, have 2 timeouts remaining.
They may try something here, Boots.
A little fake punt action. Jackets will line up with 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Kendall Brown is the up back in the punt formation. Evett is the deep punt man. They're looking to the sideline as Bryles audibles the call. Snap back to Bryles. It's a fake. Throw down the flats. Flags are down and tackled immediately as the Jacket return man. I should say the receiver. It'll be a loss of 3 yards on the play. Flags were down anyway. But my question is, John, is this illegal motion? If that's the case, the play does not even stand.
I don't think they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage, or maybe they had too many. Let's see.
Play will be illegal procedure against Stephenville. That's an automatic, so Stephenville will get a chance probably to punt here, or is it automatic, John?
A false start would be the only.
Oh, that's right. This is just illegal motion. Excuse me. So it will be declined. Brownwood will get the ball in their own 45-yard line. Stephenville rolls the dice, and they come up with a loss. Did I say Brownwood again?
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm kidding you.
You just know what it's going to be like here in a few weeks, don't you?
These uniforms look exactly. It's Round Rock. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we've played Brownwood in weather like this a couple of years ago, as a matter of fact.
134 and counting here, not counting, stopped with 134 in the second quarter. Tibbetts under center at his own 45-yard line. I formation behind him. Play action. Tibbetts setting up, throwing across the middle. Has the receiver, but it's thrown behind him. The intended receiver on the play was number 88.
Now here's my question to you.
Nate Bansel, go ahead.
Excuse me. Best field position they've had, obviously, here in the second quarter. They're going to try to make something happen. You throw it 3 times in a row here. Stephenville gets the ball back yet again.
Well, now that we should say, with it being incomplete on the first one, Stephenville with 2 timeouts can now stop the clock with plenty of time if they can hold them 3 and out. So Tibbetts is under center, I formation behind him, split receiver to the near side, a wing back on the far side. The flanker does come in motion to the near side is Vansel. Tibbetts running, gives the ball straight ahead to the fullback. He'll be stacked up after a 2.5, maybe 3-yard gain, and I'm surprised Stephenville has not called a timeout immediately. 1:19 and counting. It's 3rd down. The handoff was to the fullback, Travis Chestnut. Check that again. It was Nick Knoll, number 3. 3rd down and 7 for Round Rock. 1:03 and counting. Boy, a lot of seconds are ticking off the clock here.
Did they use 2 timeouts?
Maybe they did. I didn't remember that, though. Tibbetts is under center. They must have to let this much time go off. 50 seconds and counting. I formation. Handoff. No, Tibbetts running the option. Finds a little seam, but he'll be drilled at the 50-yard line, and applying the drill was the dentist.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. Kendall Bryles.
Also, Hodges is in there as well.
I think I just created a new nickname.
Oh, no.
The dentist. He drilled him.
I think maybe you accidentally did. There's the timeout.
For Stephenville. So it's 4th and 5 on the play after Tibbetts gets drilled by the dentist, Bryles. We'll take a 30-second timeout.
He's proud of
Look and listen to the Cook Lumber second quarter. 7-0 Stephenville back in the timeout.
We come here on a glorious quest, a search for that which can be found nowhere else. Where, in the trenches where mighty men clash, amidst the echoes of glories past, high atop Olympus. Oh, this is our quest. This is what football is all about. Now all I gotta do is find that nacho guy.
My apologies. I have regained composure in the booth. It's 4th down and 5 for Round Rock. 40 seconds remaining here in the Cook Lumber second quarter. Tibbetts getting set to punt. after this punt, we'll give you a score from San Angelo, or is it from Brownwood?
Brownwood.
All right. Tibbetts stands back at his own 35. Snap back to him. Kick is away. Much better spiraling kick that will go over the head of Cardwell. Will land at the 10. Will go to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, and will go out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Boy, that's one Cardwell probably should have tried to get over and try to make some type of play on, as it hit somewhere around the 15-yard line, and it rolled all the way to the 2.
Second quarter score for you from Brownwood. It's San Angelo Lakeview 7, Brownwood 7. Again, that is the second quarter score.
Did you say Brownwood and Lakeview 7 apiece?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
You know, if we had cans here, we'd hear cans across the way right now.
I think you're probably right.
Well, 28 seconds remaining. John, you're at your own 2-yard line. Just straight up the middle, let the clock run out. Let's go at half with a 7-point lead. I agree.
Yeah, you don't want to make any mistakes here. Give them a chance to get back to the game. They haven't been in all night.
Even though Stephenville almost scored from this same position last week on the opening drive. Luker will go straight ahead. He'll get out to the 4-yard line, a 2-yard pickup, and that will roll out the time here in the Cook Lumber second quarter. We will go to the half with Stephenville leading 7-0 if nothing else happens in these final 15 seconds. Thank Cook Lumber for handling the second quarter. Now a timeout by Round Rock. Well, so much for that. 14 seconds remaining with a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back right after this.
Who was voted the best tractor dealership in Erath County? Who carries products for the farmer, outdoorsman, and the family who wants the ultimate lawn? If you guessed Hendershot Equipment, you scored a touchdown. Supporting the Jackets for over 30 years. Bill Tomlinson, class of 67. David Tomlinson, class of 71. The Stephenville Funeral Home, your family's friend in time of need in Stephenville.
They were a little early putting the ball in from play. We were still at commercial. Kellen Luker went to a knee on that play to let the clock roll out, and Round Rock takes another timeout with 9 seconds. Let's keep it right here.
Well, we can pass along some of these other scores to you from District 6-4A. Let's see, second quarter score, we told you the Brownwood 7-7, and second quarter Weatherford 7, Burleson nothing. Some area scores from Class 3A, Comanches on top of Banks 7-0. That's first quarter score, and over in at Early on top of De Leon 6-0. That is the second quarter score as well.
Would you call this a quagmire right now?
Not yet, but it will be before this game's over.
Third down, Kellen Luker will go to a knee.
How about you throw one deep and break it for
That'll teach her. 6 seconds remaining. Now, why is the clock stopped?
I don't know.
2 seconds are remaining. It's like a malfunction on the clock.
Watch that home field advantage.
There's a new star in town, Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury. Come see the difference for yourself. New owners, anxious to win your business with the best possible deals. New hours, open weekdays till 7 and now open Saturday till 6. And most of all, new attitude. You'll love dealing with the friendly people at Techstar. If you don't buy from us, it won't be because of the price. Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury, Stephenville.
Are you troubled by strange noises under your car? Do you experience feelings of dread in your drive shaft? Have you or any of your family suspected a spook, specter, or ghost in your machine? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Call the professionals. We're ready to believe you. Our courteous and efficient staff will take care of you whether you need new tires, strut, brakes, front end alignment, or just a spark in your spook. Trans Texas Tire. We're ready to believe you.
Welcome back. Getting set for the second half kick. Round Rock had deferred, and so it is their choice to take the ball here in the third quarter. And Stephenville's choice was to take the wind in the third quarter. I've been explained that Stephenville did not want the wind in the fourth quarter because they felt like it was more advantageous to them to have to kick with this wind to kick off instead of starting themselves in a hole kicking off against the wind. They felt like if they could pin Round Rock deep here early and get a quick score, that they could put this one away.
Well, and I think you're exactly right, Boots. And, you know, they remember how it was in the first quarter against themselves. It was a game of field position, and I think that's what they're banking on now. Good strong kick by Board again, like he had after the first touchdown, and you know, and then go from there. Well, actually, the only touchdown.
Well, the rain let up at halftime, but as soon as the players came back out, it's gotten strong again. High end-over-end kick that this one will go out of the back of the end zone. It will roll out of the back of the end zone and hit about the goal line. So Boren does his job, and Round Rock will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here in the third quarter is brought to us by Rent City, and I believe that we do have a third quarter contestant this week.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the contestant for the third quarter's got to be pretty happy the way this thing's going. You got to think that they've got a pretty good chance, and we'll check in with Steve Ross here in just a minute. And
now there is a flag, unsportsmanlike conduct against Stephenville. That was dead ball after the play. So much for pinning Round Rock deep. This will be a 15-yard penalty, and I did not see this.
Is that something that was said, or?
Boy, Riles is a long ways out on the field talking to the official who threw the flag. It was right at the 20-yard line, and this is unusual, John, because the play was over very quickly with the ball going out of the back of the end zone. There wasn't even a lot of contact on the field.
Maybe Steve can figure that out for us.
Guys, I'm not going to be a lot more help to you. I'm like you. It had to be something that was said because there really wasn't even any contact.
All right, so Round Rock will start 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Handoff straight ahead to the fullback. That is on the play. Nick Knoll, he'll go 1 yard maybe. Maybe on the play, and he was drilled quickly, and Jack Hodges was in there for the Jackets along with the front four.
Let's check back in with Steve here just a second. Steve, third quarter contestant, if we keep them scoreless, what are they going to pick up tonight?
Well, they're going to win another brand new Quasar VCR from Red City Superstore, Johnny.
All right.
And who is our third quarter contest? It is Suzanne Crow from Stephenville.
Pitch to the near side. Taking to look at Stephenville has been given the football. The turnover will come at the Round Rock 34-yard line, and it took a long time for the officials to decide, but finally they did. Running the ball was John Peoples. He was in the tailback position. He got hit when he got near the line of scrimmage. There was a late fumble, a big scramble for the ball. Stephenville defense pounces on it.
I think it was Hodges that made the tackle. I'm not sure. It looked like Riles or one of the outside corner guys that might have come up with the ball. Again, I apologize. We cannot see from up here. Maybe Steve can.
Luker is under center. Pitch to the far side. Hunter looking to get to the outside. He does. Across the 30-yard line, inside the 28 to the 27, 26, 25. He keeps his feet moving down to the 23-yard line. A pickup of 12 on the play. Hunter with great speed to get to the corner, and then at about 7 yards past the line of scrimmage, he breaks tackles.
Boy, I mean, how many did he break? 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 tackles along the way until he got the first down, and he ends up picking up about 11 on the play.
First down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets just outside the 21-yard line of Round Rock.
Boy, not what Round Rock wanted to do to start this second half, Boots.
Luker again is under center, one back behind him. Play action. Luker throwing out in the flats. Has Carwell. Carwell cuts up 25 inside the 20 and then knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A little play where Cardwell was the wingback. He faked back like the reverse and then came out on a flare pattern. Luker hit him with a nice gentle pass. It goes for 15 yards. And another, well, not quite 15 yards. 6 yards on the play. I'm having a hard time reading the 1 and the 5, knowing that put those together and that's a 6.
Yeah, well, I don't normally do it that way, but...
Second down and 4 for the Jackets. Ball is spotted actually at the 17. Luker is under center. Play action, rolling to the far side. In a little trouble, throwing out in the flats. Has his receiver and then dropped. Cardwell had lots of running room out in the flats. That ball hit him right between the 2 and the 5, but you can blame that one on the weather because that was a very wet football.
Look what he immediately does, runs to the sideline, gets a towel to wipe his hands. That's obviously, he's not ever going to drop a pass like that unless it's under conditions like this, and he was wide open.
He was open. He would have had plenty for the first down and would have gotten inside the 10 once he made his cut. It's just depending on how far he would have got, but all for naught.
It's third down here.
Third down and little less than 5 for the Jackets. Rain has lightened up a lot since the opening kick of the third quarter. Luker under center. Play action, throwing out the flats. Has Luker. Luker looking for some trouble, and he'll be drilled for a loss. It was a little screen out in the near flats. Luker made one move, and his move that he made on the play was right into the oncoming defenseman. Defender on that play was John Botello, the inside linebacker, so it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. It'll set a 4th down and 7. Casey Steed is coming into the game, but I don't think that matters. He is going to be in as a receiver and not as a holder. It's twins to the near side, trips to the far side. 4th down and 7 for the Jackets at the Round Rock 18-yard line. Luker is under center. Straight drop for Luker, throwing across the middle. Has the receiver. He is incomplete, and a flag comes down, and it's a late call, but it is a good one. Cardwell was being held on the play as he crossed, and the back judge was very late in throwing the flag. He finally did. It will be interference against Round Rock. This will be defensive holding, and it will only be probably 10 yards, but it will be an automatic first down.
Well, it was, he just reached out and grabbed Cardwell as he came by.
It is illegal man downfield against Stephenville, and it is defensive pass interference against Round Rock. Penalties offset.
Well, that's a big play for Round Rock.
We'll have 4th and a long 6 again.
Oh, that's a huge play.
You know, Stephenville had some illegal receivers downfield last week as well in that game. Now Stephenville has all kinds of confusion with about 16 players on the field. They'll take a timeout. 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter, brought to us by Rent City. Stephenville 7, Round Rock nothing. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
Health Focus Foods in the Bosque River Center has proudly served the Cross-Timber areas for over 9 years. Mike and his trained staff are here to show each individual how to manage their health care needs. We stock only products of the highest quality, backed with scientific research. They have no fillers, binders, yeast, radiation, or other allergens found in most store brands. Come by Health Focus Foods. Let us show you the natural way to good health. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturday, 9 to 6, Sunday, 1 to 5. Impact Sign and Banner has been serving the Stephenville area for over 12 years with superior quality sign work of every kind. We now can offer one-day service on most banners and magnetic signs. We proudly support the Stephenville Yellow Jackets for their excellence in athletic achievement. Impact Sign and Banner is conveniently located on West Washington, just across from Taco Bell. At Impact Sign and Banner, we say, let us put some impact in your advertising. The Stephenville Athletic Booster Club wants to say thank you to Northland Cable for backing the Jackets and generously providing the time for this broadcast. Your friends at Brooks Real Estate want to kick off a winning season by teaming up with the real estate professionals at Brooks Real Estate, the strategy that sells. Call Brooks at 965-5051.
Welcome back. Big play. 4th down and 6 for the Jackets just outside the Round Rock 18. Luker running the opposite. Throws a pitch back to Evan. Evan throwing the ball deep. Steve tries to make the catch. It's incomplete in the end zone. The ball was underthrown. Evan was open. I should say Steed was open. It was a pitch back to Evan, reverse, throwing to Steed. Steed was open, couldn't quite come back to get the ball. It is incomplete. There is a penalty down on the play, and I believe this would have been illegal motion against Stephenville anyway. Offside, check that, against Round Rock. I don't know how in the world that is, because I saw a lot of motion on the offensive line.
Boy, the coaches from next door to us from Round Rock were screaming about getting back on or that play developing. They could see Steve breaking into the open. It was a little late, but you could see it developing. And boy, if Evan would have been able to plant his back foot boots, boy, Steve, as you said, was just wide open for a touchdown.
It will now be 4th and a long 1 after the 5 yards are marched off. Stephenville comes out in hammer time set. Well, I checked that. It's 2 wingbacks on the left side with Ferrasis, the one back behind Luker. One of the wingbacks on the left side is Tinklenberg. Looks like Parks is one of the other wingbacks. Now Kelling goes straight ahead. It will be enough for the first down. It was a very quick snap. The Round Rock coach is sitting next to us, wanted almost an illegal motion on Kellen Luker as he leaned his body forward almost before the snap got there. But he will surge forward for 1 yard. I thought he had plenty for the first down. Now the official wants to measure. John, is it going to be pretty close?
It looks to me like they got it. Steve's down there waving his hand, it looks like to me. Steve, from where you're standing, Yeah, I think.
Is Steve with us?
Yeah, Steve Ross is waving his hand as if, he thinks he's John Madden down there giving us the... Go ahead. What do you think, Steve?
Well, I'm lined up right on it. It looks like they got it by a foot. And they did.
Excellent call, Russ.
Well,
big penalty there.
It's a big break for Stephenville because of the offsides against Round Rock, and maybe that's why it looked like illegal motion on the line, because some of the Round Rock players were over in the neutral zone, giving the optical illusion, if you will. But nevertheless, it is a first down for Stephenville after the sneak, after the 5-yard gift. So it's 1st and 10 for Stephenville at the Round Rock 12-yard line. 9.5 remaining in the third quarter. Stephenville on top of Round Rock 7-0. Luker, handoff over the right side. No, Luker, keeper, makes some room. 10, 5, to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Second touchdown of the night for Kellen Luker, faking and then keeping. He goes 11, make it 12 yards. Stephenville extends 13-0 in the third quarter, brought to us by Rent City.
Well, just another... Basically, the play they scored on the first time looked like from up here, Boots, that he faked the handoff up the middle. And then they were just... they had the corner sealed off. Kellen ran the last couple of yards, putting his head down.
Stephenville lines up in the swinging gate, now swings it back to the middle, getting ready for the extra point. Steed awaits the hold, Boren awaits for the kick. Snap is back to Steed. It's held. The kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. So with 9:27 remaining in the third quarter, brought to us by Rent City, our score. Stephenville 14, Round Rock nothing. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
Some people call us their money farmers. We help them plant their money and watch over the crop, warning them of potential threats, dangers, and disasters. We measure the growth and advise them of better times to harvest. At Investment Centers of America, we measure our success by your success. After all, it is your money. Investment Centers of America, located at the Town and Country Bank Building in Stephenville. Investment Centers of America. We know the territory. Who was voted the best tractor dealership in Erath County? Who carries products for the farmer, outdoorsman, and the family who wants the ultimate lawn? If you guessed Hendershot Equipment, you scored a touchdown. Dr. Albert A. Lilly, Doctor of Dentistry. The dental office of Dr. Albert A. Lilly wishes to salute Stephenville football and its tradition of excellence.
Welcome back. Boren getting set for the kick. The kick is away. It is a deep end-over-end kick that will chase the return man back to the goal line. He fumbles it momentarily, and then he boots it. Now he finally picks it up at the 5, and he'll be hammered at the 10 by the dentist. Kendall Browse makes the stop at the 9. Picking up the ball and running was 12, Lance Heller, and he was in a lot of trouble.
That last scoring summary there for you, Boots. 6 plays, went 34 yards, only took a minute and 47 seconds to get capped by Kellen Luker's second touchdown of the night, a 12-yard run. PAT by Boren was good, and that makes the score 14-0. That scoring summary brought to you by Walmart Vision Center.
Starting 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line, Tibbet hands off to the tailback. He'll get to about the 11, the 12, maybe the 13. A pickup of 3, maybe 4 on the play. Hey, do you think when you give a nickname to the coach's son, you have to get permission from the coach to use the nickname?
You ought to for that one.
I don't know. He may not even like it. We'll have to ask him after the game. Second down now and 7 for Round Rock. 8:52 to go and counting here in the Rent City third quarter. Stephenville 14, Round Rock nothing. Tibbet giving to the first man through. No check that Tibbet keeps him himself, and then he is wrapped up in the backfield. Making the big defensive play for Stephenville was Clayton Harmon, coming through at his 2 technique and wrapping up Tibbet for a loss on the play. It'll now set up 3rd down and 8.
Boy, I tell you, this is, unless something breaks big here, boy, this is an offensive team that's not going anywhere, and a defensive team that's going to get another feather in their cap after tonight, Boots. Of course, we got a lot of football left to play.
Tibbet is under center, hands off to the second man through, and wrapped up in the backfield. The ball is loose. Stephenville's gotten on the football. Stephenville has gotten on it at the 11-yard line, and picking up the ball was 34, Justin Monk. I couldn't see who made the initial contact, but interesting on the play right before it, John, when Tibbet came to the line, he was slinging his hands down at his side because they were so wet and so muddy. When he handed that ball off, they had to transfer all that moisture on the ball to the running back. When he was hit immediately, The ball popped out, and Monk got on it. Stephenville 1st and 10 at the Round Rock 12-yard line. Looks like Round Rock may be warming up a new quarterback. Is that what you're pointing at?
No, I look at David. He is so upset. He's just come over here to sit down by himself, Boots. He is not happy.
Luker faking the pitch, going on the bootleg, will be run out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Luker was trying to pitch the ball to the far sideline. He dropped it and felt like the best play to do was to go ahead and fake the pitch and then carry out the bootleg. He gets a loss of 1 on the play, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Just good heads-up play by Kellen to get, make something out of it. And, there's always a chance you can get around that corner.
So it's 2nd down. We'll actually call it 10 as Luker was able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this is a big stand for Round Rock Dragons right here on defense, Boots. And they got to be getting kind of tired out there right now.
14-0 Stephenville on top of Round Rock. 1 back is for offense behind Luker. Play action. Luker setting up, looking to throw. Still looking, throwing, and he just threw this one away. And probably a pretty good move by Luker to throw that one into the turf at the 5-yard line in front of his intended receiver on the play, T.J. Douglas, who was not open himself. But Luker had sat back in the pocket for quite some time and finally said, it's collapsing around me. Let me just throw this away and let's try again on 3rd.
Boy, that's just a good, that's a good point there, Boots. In years past, Kellen would try to force something in there with his strong arm, but that's just good heads-up play by his fingers throwing it around.
Trips to the near side, twins to the far side. Luker will be under center. Now he'll back out of it into shotgun formation. Luker awaiting the snap. It is a good one right to him. Throwing out the screen, out to Carwell, trying to get to the outside. Cuts up at the 5. He will escape. Touchdown. Cody Cardwell broke a tackle at the 5, and the strike from Luker to Cardwell will be credited at 11 yards. It is a touchdown. Stephenville extends 20-0.
Well, 2 big turnovers here in the first part of the 3rd quarter has cost Round Rock 2 touchdowns in a game they were very much in. Now they're in serious trouble, down 20-0 with the point after to come. What a great move by Cardwell at the 7-yard line.
Steed awaits the snap. It is back to him to hold it down. The kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. So with 7:18 remaining here in the Rent City 3rd quarter, our score, Stephenville 21, Round Rock nothing. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
Once again, it's time for us to show our support for Yellow Jacket football. That means a lot of traveling. The all-new 99 Chevy Silverado pickup will get you there safely, in comfort, and in style. I invite you to stop by and see our staff about this all-new Chevy truck. And when you do, you'll meet a staff that genuinely cares about you and your family. We consider ourselves family and encourage you to do the same. From all of our staff to you, travel safely and go Jackets!
Town and Country Bank, and I'd like to introduce you to the head football coach of the Tarleton Texans, Craig Wiedemann.
And I'd like to personally invite you to an exciting season of college football here at Tarleton State University. Come watch some of your former Jackets, Landon Cribbs, Jeff Smith, Brad Couch, and Steve Bethay, as we tackle the Lone Star Conference.
Back for it, getting set to kick with the wind again. The kickoff is away. This is another deep end-over-end kick, but this one will be returned from about the 5 up to the 10, the 15, trying to make a move at the 20. Will be brought down at the 25-yard line. That was Lance Keller, the man who had so much trouble last time on the return. He fields this one cleanly and gets out to the 25-yard line. Check it, it was not Keller on the play. It was Jonas Miller with the return.
Your scoring summary for the Yellow Jackets. It only took 3 plays, went 11 yards and 54 seconds after the fumble recovery. Luker to Cardwell, 11-yard pass. With the point after, that made it 21-0.
Round Rock has changed quarterbacks. I thought that was the call on the side. Chris Love has been brought in the game. Share the love, man, as he pitches on the far side 20. Earl cuts up, gets to about the 28-yard line. Now he escapes across the 30, and he may go at the 40, 45, and finally off the belt. The ball is loose. There's a man scramble for it in Jacket territory, and I believe Stephenville has gotten on the football. We'll wait and see. The pitch on the play came to Buzzy Earl. Does it go to Stephenville? Yes, it does. The Jackets have gotten on the ball as Earl was trying to extend for more yardage as he had almost broken it for the distance. One of the Jackets reached back and slapped the ball away from it. There was a huge pileup, and Stephenville got on the football. 27 yards on the run from Earl, and he broke several tackles. at the line of scrimmage when he escaped.
And Bootsy kind of just, I'd like to see it again. It might have been a Yellow Jacket that stripped it, but it looked to me like after he crossed the field, he kind of turned sideways with his back facing toward us. It looked to me like he just dropped the football. Now, somebody might have reached in right there at the last minute and knocked it away.
It's almost like he was going to try to cut back across the upside of the field and change hands with the ball, and when he did, it slipped out. It'll be interesting to wait and see on the cable rebroadcast what actually happened. Quads to the far side, one to the near side. Luker is under center. Straight drop. Luker making the throw out to the screen. Now he's in some trouble, but he'll escape across midfield to the 45. He'll go down at the 40-yard line. A pickup on the play of 10 yards, maybe 11. It'll be good enough for the first down. And Luker again, when the pocket collapsed around him, he found a seam, squirted through, and got 11.
People who are scouting Stephenville, again, now Round Rock has only seen them a couple of times, but teams that have played Stephenville over the last couple of years, Boots, they got to be a little bit concerned because they're seeing something they haven't seen out of Kellen Luker in years past, is when it's there, he's going to take it if he has to run.
It makes it so much more dimensional than just the pass. Luker is in shotgun. One back standing next to him. Running the option is Luker. Now an inside fake trap to Hunter. Hunter across the 40, and that was one person away from a big gain. And check on the play. Give credit to the inside linebacker, Frank Bustos, because it was a fake inside trap going to Hunter. The seam had been set back in the middle. It was a huge opening for him, and the one backer stayed at home and made the tackle after a 1-yard gain. If he does not, John, at least 25 yards.
Oh, my gosh, what a great read by Bustos. You're exactly right. Boy, he went for the fake at first and then saw it, came back and made the great open field tackle. He doesn't make that, he runs for a while.
Two backs are standing on both sides of Luker in shotgun formation, split receivers. Snap back, inside handoff to Hunter. Hunter finds big running room across the 35, 30, escapes 25, gets to the corner 20, gets to the sideline 15, and knocked out of bounds. Boy, you get to see the explosiveness of Zach Hunter, and there is a flag down where Hunter went out of bounds. It's right next to Steve Ross. Steve, why was the flag thrown? Steve, there was a flag right beside you. Why do you think that one was thrown?
Well, he's got to get his mic out of his white bag.
A block in the back against Stephenville, then a personal foul. It looks like a personal foul after the play. They're sorting it out.
What yard line are they on, Steve?
Dead ball. Standing right on the 10. Yeah.
Dead ball personal foul against Round Rock is the second one. Well, let's wait and sort this one out. Steve,
I'll put the mic in there.
Okay, put it over there.
On behalf of the 12 and 12 and first and 10 from the 12 and then we'll go back after that.
Right, going to be on the ball.
Thank you, Steve Ross, putting the mic right in the middle of the officials as they discuss it. They'll mark it off to the 12-yard line, making it first down, and then they'll back up on the penalty. Is that correct?
That's right. I hope this is the year I let her.
Boy, what a nice thing it is to have the sideline mic right down there.
Yeah, that's great coverage right there.
It is in the third quarter, the Rent City third quarter, 5:23 remaining. It's 21-0, Stephenville on top, knocking on the door again. The ball will be marched down to the 12.5-yard line with the dead ball, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Round Rock. Then there's a dead ball, personal foul against Round Rock as well.
So there's two penalties against Round Rock.
Two penalties to get the ball down to the 12.5-yard line. Now they're going to mark any more yardage off?
Well, I'm a little confused. Yeah, that's where they were. Isn't that where he went out of bounds? I don't understand.
Well, maybe it's a moot point anyway. Four receivers to the far side. Luker is under center with one receiver, Steed, to the far near side by himself. Luker under center, looking to throw the deep fade pattern for Steed. He goes up, great catch. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, Steed went high into the air to bring that one down. He had it in his hands, and then he was not able to corral it in. It was a great fly fade pattern from him and a great thrown ball from Luker. It would have been a touchdown, but Steed's not able to hold on.
Well, and that's just that wet ball that you're having trouble with hanging on to it. And boy, Steed was going up against a guy that was 5'9", and that's an advantage that they can maybe go back to.
Snap back to Luker. Inside fake handoff. No, he does give the ball to Zach Hunter. It was the same play that went for big yardage a while ago with two backs flanking Luker in shotgun and just handing the ball to one of them. That was the hand off to Hunter. It's actually a loss of one on the play, so it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Jackets at about the, we'll call it the 13-yard line of Round Rock.
Boots, you gotta be looking at a tired defense right now. I mean, they've been on the field forever here in this, and they're still just under 5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
Well, any kind of score right here probably puts the nail in the coffin, and that's one of the worst cliches in sports, but it was just used. Inside handoff, no, Luker will fake. He'll throw it out in the flats, has a receiver, T.J. Douglas. Douglas cannot make the catch as it was thrown low and behind him, and Douglas at the 5-yard line had to try to pick it up to make the catch off the turf. His feet slipped. Luker slipped when he threw it. The ball one-hops Douglas. He's not able to get there, and here is the strong boot of Boren coming out to an attempt, another field goal. He was good last week. The tee will be put down somewhere around the 20-yard line. As a matter of fact, it's on the 20-yard line. This will be a 30-yard attempt coming up for Boren. Steed getting set for the hold. Awaiting the snap. It is a good one. It is down. The kick is on the way. It's got plenty of leg. If it's straight enough, it is. With 4:32 remaining in the Rent City 3rd quarter. Our score after the 30-yard field goal from Boren, Stephenville 24, Round Rock nothing. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
Show your true colors at the games by wearing official SABC merchandise. Everything from keychains to toboggans, T-shirts, caps, and more. Come to the Booster Club store, open every Friday in the foyer of the high school, and see all of the items that we have to let everyone know you support the Jackets and the Honeybees. And look for the big blue SAB trailer at the games. Everyone looks better in blue and gold. Dr. Albert A. Lilly, Doctor of Dentistry. The dental office of Dr. Albert A. Lilly wishes to salute Stephenville football and its tradition of excellence. Easter Air has become the name synonymous with excellence in Erath County. We recommend a checkup on your central heat and air unit every 6 months to keep it running at its best. Offering no interest financing on Lennox Systems. Easter Air at 968-6494 or stop by at 1011 North Graham, Stephenville.
Welcome back, Dragon Stadium, Round Rock, Texas. John Hollinger, Bootelli, glad to have you along. We'll get you that scoring drive summary right after this. Boren's kick is away. High end-over-end kick that will be taken at the 10-yard line up to the 15, the 20, a little better seam out to the 25, and it'll be wrapped up right there. The ball is loose, and then it's picked up by Bull. He's running 40, 45, 50. The last man out there is Boren, and Boren runs him out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Stephenville. It was a situation in which the ball was dropped. Making the return out there for Round Rock was number 42. It was Miller. Miller fumbled at about the 35. It came right back to Bull, the very talented defensive back of Round Rock. He picked it up in full stride and went to the corner, and the Jackets are very lucky that they're able to run him out of bounds, and a great job by Boren staying home playing safety on kick coverage. Now, back in the game is Love at quarterback. He pitches back. Looking at some trouble is Earl, and Earl will be stacked up for a 5-yard loss. Earl looked for somewhere to go, and there was not. Up big for the Jackets, number 74 on the play, Clarence Harmon, and also, was there not a 74 in that play, or the jersey's just that dirty?
Robert Lilly, he didn't play offense.
That's right, Lilly can't be in there.
Yeah, that last scoring drive, 6 plays, went 52 yards, took 2 minutes and 14 seconds forward with that 30-yard field goal. That scoring summary brought to you by River North Small Animal Hospital.
Loss of forward progress is spotted at only a 2-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 12, and in some trouble, the ball is loose, and Stephenville's gotten back on it. Getting on the ball is Justin Monk, and the turnover goes back to Stephenville at the 47-yard line. It was a pitch on the play from Love to Earl. Earl never got the handle on it, and Monk coming in on coverage to try to make the tackle just jumps on the football. Stephenville has it right back, and I think this is odd enough to know, John, that with 3 fumbles in the 3rd quarter, Round Rock only has 6 offensive plays in the 3rd quarter, and there's now 3:34 remaining, because that was the second play from scrimmage. Check that, 7 plays in the 3rd quarter.
No, they had 7 going into that series.
Oh, they did? I thought we said 5.
Yeah. So 9 and 4 fumbles.
That is unreal.
That's not good odds.
No, it's not. 4 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Luker is under center. Straight drop for Luker. Looking to throw across the middle. He'll run across midfield. Gets to about the 47-yard line. Check it, the 48-yard line of Round Rock. The quarterback draw works for 5 yards.
And notice what Kellen did just as he hit the line of scrimmage. Both hands around the football, and they were swiping at it as he went through. Here's an update from Brownwood for you. In the third quarter, St. Angelo Lakeview 14, Brownwood 13.
So either a missed extra point or Brownwood goes for 2 in probably really wet conditions and does not get it. We'll try to get an update on what happened. Luker is under center. Pitch to the near side is Hunter. Hunter tries to get to the corner. He does. 45 inside the 40, escapes. 35 breaks the tackle. 30 cuts back to the 25 and slips down, or he probably goes. A great run for the Zach Rabbit, getting to the 25-yard line. And John, about 4 guys tried to make tackles on that play, and I don't know if any one of them actually got a hand on him. 22 yards on the pickup.
Actually, I take that back. It's 22 yards. Yeah, you're exactly right. And that's one of those deals where he's running real hard to the sideline boots, and the defender's trying to catch him. He just stops, cuts back upfield from the 48 to the 26.
Which works with the math, 22. Trip
Boy,
to the far side, it is,
boys.
and this spot. Boy, you don't get any slack in this booth. Luker is under center, rolling to the far side. Now setting up in the pocket, looking to run, he will. 25, inside the 20, to the 15, makes a move to the outside, 10 to the 11. Check that, didn't quite get to the 10, got only to the 11, but it is another first down, and this could be the largest yardage rushing game in Kellen Luker's varsity career.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it tonight.
He has 10 carries for 53 yards.
That's another 14 right there, and Greg Bull saved another touchdown. Did you notice how slow Bull was getting up off the ground again? I mean,
not doing a lot of raging, is he?
Well, no, and I'm telling you, you got to feel for these guys because they have been on the field forever here, and it's still 2 minutes to go in the quarter.
Twins to the far side, double tight end, one back behind Luker. Throwing across the middle, has an open receiver, caught, touchdown. Making the catch for Stephenville, the tight end on the play, Toby O'Neill. It was a fake pitch to the near side and then hitting his tight end on a quick release. The play goes for 11 yards and Stephenville scores again to extend 30-0. PAT yet to come with 1:53 remaining in the Rent City third quarter.
Well, I think Suzanne Crow's in pretty good shape of winning her a VCR here pretty quick.
And we all know Suzanne, so I guess being we helped her win this, she's got to invite us all over to watch a movie one night. Snap back to Steve. It's held. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. 1:53 remaining in the third quarter, brought to us by Rent City. Our score, Stephenville 31, Round Rock nothing. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
The home of real trucks, not little bitty trucks, but stout pulling rigs. If you're in the market for a 1-ton dually, a 3/4-ton late model, low mileage, clean truck, then Texas Trucks is the place for you. Don't waste hours driving up and down the interstate looking for a great deal when Texas Trucks has already done it for you. They constantly scour the Southwest looking for that perfect late model, low mileage pickup. Now all you have to do is stop by Texas Trucks and pick out the one that's right for you. Texas Trucks, South Loop, Stephenville.
Welcome back, Dragon Stadium. John, that last scoring drive?
4 plays, 47 yards, only took 1 minute and 39 seconds. You see the quick scoring of this Stephenville offense like you saw last week. This time, Luker to the tight end, O'Neill for 11 yards. PAT, once again, perfect for him. Perfect all year long. It's 31-0. That scoring summary brought to you by Texas Trucks.
Kick is away from Bourne, a high end-over-end kick that will be taken at the goal line out to the 5, the 10, the 15-yard line, across to the 20, cuts back at the 25, and tackled right there at the 25 once again. Making the return for the Dragons was Jonas Miller. And it'll be first and 10 for Round Rock at their own 20. We'll call it the 25-yard line. 1:41 remaining here in the third quarter. Stephenville 31, Round Rock nothing.
When people see that score, they're going to go, well, looks like Stephenville had another big night Friday night. But then if they look at the box score, they're going to go, my goodness.
7-0 at half, and then 24 unanswered points in the third quarter. Still in the game is Love at quarterback. Hand off to the first back through. That is on the play Nick Knoll. Nick Knoll escapes. for about 7 or 8 yards. He was tackled originally at the line of scrimmage, but with all the mud on Noel's pants, I'm sure that's why it was so hard to bring him down.
Chilson and Browse finally finished him off. Boy, this is going to be a game that I'm sure Round Rock's ready to get over with and go home.
Well, there's a minute 16 left in the third quarter, and it feels like the fourth quarter.
It's a game that really slowed down due to the turnovers.
Love drops the ball. It's loose in the backfield. A big scramble for the ball at the 30-yard line. I think that Love was able to get back on the ball. No, it was his fullback on the play. The fullback in the game was Amos Keith, getting his first playing time. The ball is dropped back about 2 yards on the fumble before Round Rock got back on the ball. So it's third down and a very long 4 needed. 44 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Love under center.
And they're going to get to kick into the wind, maybe.
Love rang the ball. He drops the ball under center. It's loose, and it's back at the 30-yard line. So this will either be Round Rock's ball, which it is. It's another loss of a yard, and Round Rock is having a terrible time trying to get the exchange from center to quarterback, and then from quarterback to running back. It is a timeout called by Stephenville.
Yeah, like poking a stick in your eye.
To force Round Rock to punt to the wind when they're trailing by 31 points. We'll take a timeout with them back in 1 minute on KSTV.
There's a new star in town, Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury. Come see the difference for yourself. New owners, anxious to win your business with the best possible deals. New hours, open weekdays till 7 and now open Saturday till 6. And most of all, new attitude. You'll love dealing with the friendly people at Techstar. If you don't buy from us, it won't be because of the price. Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury, Stephenville. What makes Stephenville Printing Company your best choice? Our employees. We have 164 years of combined experience to rely on. With all of our experience working for you, we get the job done right the first time. For quality experience and dependability, call 965-5012 or come by Stephenville Printing Company at 1193 South Loop in Stephenville. You can't afford to pay for anyone else to practice. Come by today for tomorrow's best results or call Stephenville Printing 965-5012.
Tibbett is back in the game to punt. He awaits the snap. He bobbles it momentarily. He does get the punt away. It is a wobbly, spirally kick that will hit at the 45-yard line and bounce out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Stephenville. Well, Tibbett is not hurt in the game. He has just been pulled by the coaching staff in favor of Chris Love. Tibbett was the starting quarterback, is a 3-year starter, and he was pulled halfway during the third quarter.
And nothing against Mr. Love, but they're just having problems with the exchange. I mean, the last 2 plays there on second and third down, he never got it out from under center.
First and 10 for the Jackets at their own 45-yard line. And how I know that Jackets have some new guys in the game,
they're clean shirts.
There's some white jerseys out on the field. We'll try to get to who those players are here momentarily. Most of them are on the offensive line.
Not hard to tell what end of the field this game's been played in, is it?
Who? All on the side to our right. Luker is under center, one back behind him. Give the ball to the first man through. That is Tinklenberg. He escapes across midfield, 45 down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 15 on the play for Tinklenberg. Just a straight-ahead hitter for the fullback. It goes 15, and Stephenville has first and 10 at the Round Rock 40.
That should have been the last play there in the third quarter.
They'll roll the clock now after they set the chains. That's the end of the Rent City third quarter. Congratulations to Suzanne. She wins the VCR from Rent City. You can collect that, I'm sure, this week. Stephenville leads 31-0 over Round Rock. We're going to the fourth quarter. We're back right after this.
Health Focus Foods has just added 7 new weight loss products and is seeing great results. We have added new products that contain no stimulants. We carry all the supplements for the Atkins diet, and we carry the new 5-HTP, which increases serotonin to the brain. This makes you feel better and also helps you shed pounds. We know as we get older, our metabolism slows down, making pounds harder to shed. So come by Health Focus Foods and let us help you. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturday, 9 to 6, Sunday, 1 to 5. Stihl has been building quality chainsaws since 1926. Bill's Lawnmower Shop has been providing quality power equipment service since 1966. For an experienced team that can provide excellent service and reliable chainsaws, look to Stihl and Bill's Lawnmower Shop. When you know you want the best, leave behind the rest and go see the friendly folks at Hendershot Equipment. Good products, good service, good people. Go Jackets!
Welcome back. We were a little late coming back from break. Kellen Luker on the play, and the straight drop back is sacked with about a 6 to 7 yard loss all the way back to the 46-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and 16. And John, I know we have a bunch of scores.
Yeah, that's going to cost Kellen some of his rushing yardage that he had built up tonight. Let's see, Comanches on top of Bangs at the half. That's 14-0, and Breckenridge all over Burke Burnett, 41-13. Of course, Breckenridge ranked in the top 3 in the state.
Chris Evatt is now in the game at quarterback, one back behind him. Evatt gives the ball straight ahead. There's a fumble. The ball is loose at about the 44-yard line, and Round Rock has gotten on the football. So the first time a new quarterback comes in the game, he gives the ball off. The handoff was to Tinklenberg. They never really got the connection. The fumble comes out, goes over to Round Rock, and so the fourth quarter brought to us by Techstar Ford starts out with a pretty good move for Round Rock.
Well, I believe that's first turnover tonight, isn't it?
I'm not going to tell you which coach, because I don't want him to get a lot of credit for this.
Yeah.
But I had one of the coaches tell me we have a good chance of winning this game 31-7 tonight.
Is that right?
Told me that 2 nights ago.
Well, I hope he's wrong.
I don't want to have the shutout spoiled. Chris Love is dropping back, looking to throw, has an open deep receiver, now catching in front of the ball, stepping in front of the ball after the incomplete pass, I believe, was Phelps, was it not?
Yeah, he had an interception last week, could have had one this week. Oh, you jumped just a little too soon.
Trey Phelps stepped in front of the intended receiver on the play. The intended receiver was Nate Vansel. Phelps did a great job playing safety, stepped up in front of Vansel, but he jumped, as you say, a little quick, and it went over his head.
Well, he had ran right and was breaking on the ball just as you said, got there just a little bit too quick.
And a lot of open field in front of him as well. Play action now at draws handoff, and then nailed at the line of scrimmage. Going for no gain was John Peoples, and somebody stepped up on the draw and drilled Peoples.
Gilson was one of them, but he wasn't the first one there. Let's see, it's hard to tell. It might have been Hodges.
I'm thinking it had to be one of the backers or safeties, because where the person came to make the stop was a good 5 to 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage on the defensive side.
Boy, that was just brute strength there by the linebacker to just stuff that play.
Third down and 9 now for Round Rock at their own 45-yard line. 10:26 and counting here in the Techstar fourth quarter. Stephenville on top of Round Rock, 31-0. Love is under center. Setting up, throwing, looking to throw still, now throwing the deep ball for an intended receiver. It's great defense downfield. The good coverage for the Jackets was made by 35. That's going to be Josh Martin, who's getting some playing time right now. He stood in front of Vansel again. The receiver downfield knocked the ball away, so it sets up fourth down.
Sure that wasn't Monk. That might have been Monk. Oh, it is 35.
35 on the play, and I guess Josh getting a little playing time here.
Boy, that almost could have been offensive pass interference. Martin had, I see the 5 now. Martin had the best position to catch the football.
Cardwell standing back at his own 15-yard line, getting ready for the punt from Tibbett. Tibbett stands at his own 32-yard line. Snap back to him is a good one. Kick is away, high, wobbly, spirally kick that will be fair caught by Cardwell at the 20-yard line. 35 yards on the kick, and so Stephenville start first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On top, 31-0 over Round Rock with about 10 minutes to go here in the Techstar Ford fourth quarter.
Well, I mean, this whole game here in the second half has been played down in that end of the field. It is just a mud hole down there around the point between the 20 and 30-yard line in the middle of the field. This was a field that was in pretty good position, but it was very sloshy, and it's not in good position, not in good condition now.
Well, you know, John, last week we talked about the defense never allowing the opposition to get inside their 35. Well, with Round Rock not having a score on the board, we're going to have to go back into our stat sheet here and look to see what is the deepest penetration tonight for Round Rock.
It was in that first period.
Handoff to Ferraz as he'll squeeze forward for about 2 yards. Evatt is in the game at quarterback. It'll be second down and 8.
Let's put it this way. If they still counted penetrations in high school football, we wouldn't have to worry about it. There's a timeout on the field. Let's see.
Official timeout. I believe we may have an injured player on the field. We do. It's for Round Rock. Let's go down to Steve Ross on the sideline. And while ago during the timeout, the Stephenville fans were having a lot of fun with the cheerleaders, and they were having a little cheering going on over there, Steve.
Hate to report this, but I think some of the cheerleaders snuck fans in under their pom-poms.
So there's actual cans here in the stands, Joe?
Yes, there's some subterfuge that's been at work here. They didn't break them out till the end of the third quarter, but my sources on the sidelines tell me that's how they got them in, because, you know, there was very tight security down here, like a Two Live Crew concert.
Yeah, I'm sure that's right, and well, it should have been.
They put them away.
They put them away? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, another one of my sources has told me they put them away.
All right, just wanted to let them know they can do it if they needed to, right? I think that's the least of their worries right now tonight.
Well, the Round Rock player is getting a lot of attention, so we'll take another timeout. Score is 31, Stephenville, Round Rock, nothing. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back after this.
Whether on or off the field, success requires focus, knowledge, and action. At Investment Centers of America, we focus on your goals, offer you our cumulative knowledge of investments, and recommended actions that fit your objectives. We enjoy being your coach, but you're the quarterback. After all, it is your money. Investment Centers of America, Town and Country Bank Building, Stephenville. Investment Centers of America. We know the territory.
The Olympic Decathlon. 10 events, 2 days. You got to run, throw, jump, and hurdle. And you got to do it better than anybody in the world. Building a community. Hundreds of programs, one vision. You got to train, support, counsel, encourage, and guide. And you've got to help bring everybody together to make it happen. Only one organization does all that. That's United Way. That's the power of you.
Where?
It's 6 on 4 of Stephenville.
If I come by, what do you give me?
I've got this 4-wheel drive diesel pickup. Let's go.
Okay.
Welcome back to action. Kevin Wright takes a handoff for Evatt. He will sneak forward for about 2.5 yards, maybe 3, just depending on the spot. It's up almost to the 25-yard line.
Update in the Brownwood game with 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Brownwood on top of San Angelo now, 19-14. Again, that's late in the fourth quarter.
3rd down and 5 for Stephenville, 9-11 and counting. Evatt still in the game at quarterback. One receiver split to the near side is Ben Lilly. One back, and now the right guard for Stephenville jumps off sides.
Well, he didn't mean to.
Well, he's tired. He's a good kid.
I don't think he's tired. I think he just got in there. He just doesn't have any mud slowing him down. I left it a little early.
It is illegal procedure against the Jackets. They'll back up the 5 yards they received on the last 2 plays, so it'll set up 3rd down and 10.
You know, Boots, one of the things coaches will tell you week in and week out, you got to win the war at the line of scrimmage, and boy, Stephenville has done that on both sides of the line.
Evatt is under center, 2 backs behind him. Handoff now. Evatt is on a keeper. He gets a good block, cuts up 25, then pitches, going out at about the 27-yard line after taking the pitch. I believe was right. We'll have to wait and see on the sideline. It's so much mud on those jerseys. It was either him or Tinklingberg taking the pitch. It is good enough only for 7 yards, though, even though a good play, not enough for the first, and it sets up 4th and 3, and Jackets will have to punt. John, in the game so far, the only penetration, we don't have a kicker. Now, finally, we do. Evatt trots out on the field. The deepest penetration we've seen so far is the 40-yard line of Stephenville, so that tops last week's. Snap back to Evatt. There was some motion on the line, but no call. Wow. Deep punt goes all the way back to 40 of Stephenville. Bull takes it at the 40. He's coming to the near sideline, looking to make a move. He gets to the 45 of Round Rock, and that's as far as he'll go. A return of 5 yards after the 35-yard kick.
Not bad. Pretty decent little return there, and he needed get by one more tackler, and he might have gone for a while, but good defense there by the outside containment for Stephenville.
And very questionable block by Round Rock there right in front of the ball carrier Bull as one of the Jacket defenders got waylaid when he was trying to make a play. So Round Rock will start 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Love is in the game at quarterback. He's rolling, stepping, looking to throw, in some trouble. Now he'll run. He's flush. Going to the far sideline. He's run out of bounds on the Stephenville sideline, and I'm sure this is going to be a flag.
It looked like it was pretty close.
Well, it is hard for us to tell where the sideline is, but it looked like Love was run out of bounds and hit late. No flag, so I apologize to the Jacket defense. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll set up now 2nd down and 4.
Well, and first time quite some time there across the 50-yard line.
Might even be considered only a gain of 5, somewhere around 5.5, 6 on the carry. Love again, under center, 2 backs behind him. Hand off to the first guy through. He'll go forward for about 2 yards, 3 yards maybe. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up at the 46-yard line of Stephenville. Once again, the deepest penetration of Round Rock in the game so far, with 8 minutes to go in the contest, is the Stephenville 40-yard line. The fullback, I believe that time, number 4, took that carry. Amos Keith. Amos Keith is the fullback again with Peoples at tailback. Love is the quarterback. There is motion on the line, and one of the Jacket defenders may have been in that neutral zone.
And this would be if the penalty is against the Yellow Jackets, and I'm sure it is, it would be a penalty, the first down by way of penalty, something they have not done many times tonight, first down.
Offsides against Stephenville. The 3rd first down of the game. That is the 3rd first down of the game for Round Rock.
The first time they've had the ball long enough here in the second half.
Yeah, as we mentioned,
because of all the fumbles.
In the 3rd quarter, we mentioned, was it 9 or 7 plays? Something
9 plays
like
and 4 fumbles.
Unbelievable. 1st and 10 for Round Rock now at the 41-yard line of Stephenville. Pitch to the near side. People looking for running room. Check that. That's Earl. Earl cuts across the 40, gets run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 5, maybe 6 on the play. Buzzy Earl takes the pitch, and now another injured player for Round Rock.
And might I just say, the Round Rock Dragons have gone where no man has gone this year against this defense.
Inside the 35?
Yeah, they're about the 34.5.
I hear you. Chris Watt, 6'1", 260 pounds, is the injured player, and he's a little bit woozy land.
Yeah,
he's kind of staggering coming off the field. He was shaking his helmet when they helped him up.
When he first rolled over, I thought it might be like an ankle or a leg or something, but no, you're right. He just got his bell rung. He's shaking his head right now. They're asking him, "What's your name?" I'm not sure. Where am I? I don't know.
Twins to the near side, 1 receiver far side. Unusual, a 3-receiver package for Round Rock. Flags come down. Ball may have been loose.
It looks like so.
Handoff went forward to the fullback on the play. We'll wait for the policy see who the fullback was. It was Nick Noel. Excuse me, Noel. I guess the PA guy would know how to pronounce it. It is offsides again against Stephenville. I believe the same defensive tackle getting a little antsy up front for the Jackets.
Love must be changing his cadence just a little bit, getting them offsides. Antsy, I believe, is the word you used. Wow, inside the 30 now.
Well, the shutout in some bit of jeopardy here at the 30-yard line. Only saying that because this is the deepest penetration against the Stephenville defense this year. Love under center, hands the second through, play action, throwing the ball out in the flats, incomplete, and absolutely hammered on the play was Love. And I believe coming in for Stephenville, wasn't it Josh Martin making the big hit?
Yes, it was 35, Josh Martin.
Defensive back blitz. Martin came from the outside and leveled Love. Just as Love let the ball go, it was incomplete because of the big hit. Sets up second down and 10, and 6:57 is remaining in the Techstar Ford fourth quarter. Stephenville 31, Round Rock nothing.
Well, I guess it's safe to say there's 4 down territory now, Steve.
Twins to the far side, pitch to the inside. It is Buzzy looking for some running room. He cuts across, jumps one would-be tackler, gets 5-6 yards down to the 25-yard line. Walter Buzzy Earl. I think I called him Wuzzy. But he's not a bear, is that correct?
He's big enough to be 1-0.
But might not be fuzzy.
Good game there. He made a great move and good spin move to get an extra 2 or 3 yards out of that play.
Third down and 5 for Round Rock at the Stephenville 25-yard line, 6.5 and counting. Pitch to the near side, Peoples. Peoples at the 25, cuts back 20, inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. A first down for Round Rock.
The difference in this drive, Boots, is they're holding on to the football.
Well, not only that, is that there's a lot of Jackets getting some first-time playing time tonight on the defensive side of the football.
Is that going to make Coach Copeland feel any better if the shutout goes away?
No, it is not in any way. I can promise you he expects the same thing out of this crew as he did the first crew. First and 10 for Round Rock at the Stephenville 14, 6 minutes. Inside handoff to Noel. Noel gets down to the 5-yard line, a pickup of 10 on the play for the junior fullback. Takes the ball inside the 10-yard line for the Dragons. He'll be spotted dead at the 6, and I think we had an official nailed on the play. We did. The middle judge, who stands right behind the linebackers, got run over on the play, and he is laying down at the 5-yard line. He is helped up, and
that will happen.
Does not have a cap.
Well, that will happen. Boy, haven't they done a good job tonight.
Very few flags tonight, and isn't it a good job by an officiating crew when you don't hardly even notice they're here?
That's right. You're exactly right.
Penalties on the night: 5 for Round Rock, 6 for Stephenville. 6 penalties, 40 yards. I think Stephenville would love to have 6 penalties, 40 yards a game, and that be it.
Oh man, they, like you say, there was a lot of those mechanical things last week. They got all that straightened out, obviously.
Because Stephenville every now and then is going to get some 15-yarders because of their aggressive nature. Second down and we'll call it 2 yards needed as the ball is spotted just outside the 6-yard line. 5:55 remaining in the Techstar Ford fourth quarter. Stephenville 31, Round Rock nothing. The official has gotten up. He looks like he is okay as he places the ball just outside the 6 and regains his position behind the linebackers.
Way back there.
Second down. Chris Love is under center. Earl is the tailback as one man comes in motion to the near side. Running the option is Love. Love cuts it to the 5, gets across the goal line, touchdown. The shutout streak is over for Stephenville as Chris Love, the quarterback, keeps the ball on the option. DeVere works to perfection for the Dragons. 6-yard touchdown is good. And for the first time this season, with 5:43 remaining in the fourth quarter, Stephenville has been scored on. And even more scary is the coach that told me he thought this game would end 31-7. If the extra point is good, that will be the score with about 5.5 remaining.
And a good chance that it could end that way because...
Well, what an interesting decision by the Round Rock coaching staff to midway through the third quarter pull Tibbetts, a 3-year starter, out of the game and bring in Love.
That's a pretty good drive right there. Round Rock would like to have a football out there they could play with. Yeah, they finally found one, but we're going to have to go with the one that's already out there.
Well, Round Rock's going to call a timeout because they were thinking about going for 2. They'll come to the sideline and talk about it. We'll take a timeout with them. 31-6, Stephenville on Round Rock. We're back after this.
Friends, this is Greg Bruner for Bruner Motors, sitting on top of my old friend Buck here. You may think this is a lot of bull, but I've got some specials that are no bull deals for you.
GM certified used cars and trucks which have gone through an extensive 110-point inspection and come standard with a 12-month or 12,000-mile factory bumper-to-bumper warranty.
On behalf of our 90 employees, come on down to any of our 3 locations for your no bull deal. And by the way, we appreciate your business.
The Stephenville Athletic Booster Club wants to say thank you to Northland Cable for backing the Jackets and generously providing the time for this broadcast.
Welcome back. Round Rock is going to go for 2 points. Earl is the tailback. Love under center. Motion to the near side. Love rolling out, looking to throw, still looking. He'll turn and run, and he'll be stood up short of the goal line. The Jacket defense is able to make the stop. The 2-point conversion is no good. We'll take another timeout. There's 5:43 remaining in the Techstar Ford fourth quarter. Stephenville 31, Round Rock 6. Back in 1 minute on KSTV.
Supporting the Jackets for over 30 years. Bill Tomlinson, class of 67. David Tomlinson, class of 71. The Stephenville Funeral Home, your family's friend in time of need in Stephenville.
Jerry Jeff, Jackets getting ready to receive the kick, and John, that scoring drive?
Well, it only took 9 plays, went 54 yards. They took 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Love on the 5-yard run. The point after for 2 was no good. That makes score 31-6. That scoring summary brought to you by Lupi's Breakfast and Lunch.
Getting set to kick for the Dragons, Jonas Miller, and John, the odds of an onside kick?
I think it's pretty strong from what I'm seeing.
I'm thinking 10-1. Jonas approaches the ball. It is the high end-over-end kick that does not even go the necessary 10 yards, so Stephenville will take over. First and 10 at the 48-yard line of Round Rock. And, you know, Jonas Miller has kind of got his his face in his hands, wishing he had made a better kick, but that's not a bad onside kick. He just didn't get the big kangaroo hop that it usually gets and bounces forward somewhat.
Yeah, it ends up going 8 yards instead of the necessary 10, but you're right. If he gets a good hop, it might go the 10.
And no Stephenville defender was close to getting on the football, so I think they may have been hovering around the 10-yard barrier waiting for it. When it did not get that far, Stephenville let it go out of bounds, and so great field position for the Jackets, starting at the Round Rock 48-yard line. A lot of new faces in the game. Wright at running back. Evan is at quarterback. A receiver splits out to the far near side. That is Kurt Brown. Handoff over the right side is Wright. Wright goes forward to about the 45-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play.
Probably figure about 3 running plays in there. Let's take some time off the clock. Let's get off the field. Nobody's hurt. Everything's looking good. Victory's in your pocket. Go back home.
Well, it didn't take long for Mrs. Paul to get up here, did he?
Can you blame him?
Not at all. Boy, Steve Ross, what a trooper this evening.
Well, I'm telling you, he earned his $10 tonight, that's for sure.
Second down 8 for the Jackets. Trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side is Lilly. One back is behind Evans. The back is Tinklenberg. He takes the handoff. No, Evan tries to keep it, and he should have given the ball as he stacked up for about a 2-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Jackets. 4:45 and counting here in the Techstar Ford 4th quarter. 31-6 Stephenville on top of Round Rock. Well, the Austin American Statesman here in here in Austin picked Stephenville to win this game 20-16. And the quote was made by the writer, a traditionally strong Stephenville program comes in and should be a good measuring stick for Round Rock. They predicted it'd be 20-16. I think a lot of people thought this game would be a lot closer than it was.
No, I think you're right. I think it could have been a real high-scoring game if the weather would have been good.
Evan is in shotgun, waits the snap, sets back, whistles blow. This one's dead from the beginning.
And you know, if you're Round Rock, you think, my gosh, what could they have done if it was a clean track today? Score 31 points in the mud.
Well, the Jackets trying to run as much time off the clock are guilty of a delay of game. So the ball will be marched back into Stephenville territory, placed at the 48. It'll be 3rd and about 15 needed for Stephenville.
Only the 7th penalty tonight for the Stephenville Yellow Jackets. That's pretty good in this stuff.
Twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Tight end on the right side is Douglas. In shotgun is Evan. Snap back to Evan is a good one. He is setting up, looking to throw. Has an open receiver. It's Douglas. Douglas tips off his hands and picked off. Going the other way is Vansel. Vansel at the 40 inside the 35. Makes the move. 30. He's going to score. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Jonas Miller with the pick. The pick will go back 60 yards. It was a pass from Evan to Douglas. It went off the hands of Douglas and right into the hands of Miller. And he will go 60 yards. One player had a chance to make the tackle at the 25-yard line. He was not able to do so.
Pretty confident scorekeeper, too.
Well, he already put the extra point up, didn't he? Well, he didn't know Round Rock may go for 2.
I think he's forgotten that.
31-6. There he changes it. It's now 31-12.
I think he just forgot.
Well, Round Rock has put up 2 pretty meaningless scores here in the late part of the 4th quarter to make this one look a little more respectable. But with about 7 minutes to go in this football game, it's 31-0. Now it's 31-12 with 3.5 to go. The ball is loose on the ground. So with 3:43 to go in the Techstar Ford 4th quarter, our score, Stephenville 31, Round Rock 12. We're back in 1 minute on KSTV.
There's a new star in town, Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury. Come see the difference for yourself. New owners, anxious to win your business with the best possible deals. New hours, open weekdays till 7 and now open Saturday till 6. And most of all, new attitude. You'll love dealing with the friendly people at Techstar. If you don't buy from us, it won't be because of the price. Techstar Ford Lincoln Mercury, Stephenville.
Here comes the onside kick. It is on the way and touches the Stephenville player, and I believe Round Rock has gotten on the ball. Chris Evans had a chance to get it at the 50. It went off his hands, and then there was a big pileup for it. It is Round Rock's ball at the 50-yard line. Well, stranger things have happened. It's 3:37 remaining in the ball game, And, John, I think it's time you send your first team defense back in there and you just quash this and let's get out of town. But I'm not coaching, and that's not the case.
No, you got the W in your pocket. You don't want to get anybody hurt that might be tired, run down a little bit.
Well, Chris Love is back up under center. 2 receivers to the far side. He'll pitch back to Peoples. Peoples looking for under him. He'll be stacked up for about a 6-yard loss and making a big play for the Yellow Jackets. As Zach Swain, he went deep in the backfield to pull Peoples down for the 6-yard loss.
There's your quash right there.
Thank you. Did you like my legal term?
I did. That's very good.
Second and 16 for Round Rock. 3:10 and counting here in the fourth quarter. It is a final. Brownwood has beaten San Angelo Lakeview 19-14, but Brownwood has to score in the fourth quarter to win that game. Love is under center. Play action. Rolling to the near side. Throwing out the flat. Has a receiver. It's picked off and then dropped. Oh, on the play. Goodness gracious. Dylan Keel had a chance. If he could have held on to the football, would probably score because he stepped right in front of the receiver doing an out pattern about 15 yards downfield. Keel had to climb the ladder to get to that ball, but it was wet.
Well, that would have been tit for tat right there because we'd have scored on a interception return for touchdown from about 50 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 16. 2:52, the clock is stopped after the incomplete pass. It is 10 o'clock. You are listening to KSTV Dublin, Stephenville, Granbury. Deep pattern on the far sideline is to Buzzy Earl. Earl is not able to make the catch. It goes off his hands at about the 20.
Wow, he should have got that one.
Boy, that would have been a touchdown possibly because the defensive back running stride for stride had just turned his head back to look for the ball. Didn't exactly know where Earl and the ball were, and if Earl brings that in, he might score. It is an incomplete pass. It's 4th down and 16.
Boy, I tell you what, Love's done a good job since he came in, Booth.
Well, Earl last week, who had about 120 yards, is held tonight for 39 yards. And has Round Rock
well, he hasn't done that good.
Has Round Rock completed a pass yet tonight?
No.
Love drops back another deep pattern way downfield over everyone's head. The intended receiver on the play for Round Rock was Wayne Hurt. Over his head, the ball will turn over on downs to Stephenville. They'll take over at the Round Rock 44-yard line. And, John, it looks like Round Rock has sent in a bunch of second-teamers because they have a bunch of clean jerseys out on the field.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then you might as well put 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. I think both teams at this point just say, let's get it over with.
1st and 10 for the Jackets at the Round Rock 46-yard line. Well, people down in Brown County got to be scratching their heads a little bit. All the preseason hype coming out 3rd in the state in some polls. Evatt is under center.
Well, they're 2-1.
Handoff over the right side was that Wayne? Check this, Kevin Wright. Wright is stopped for no gain on the play. They come out against the San Angelo Central, a decent 5A program. They're up 3 points with 5 minutes to go and then open that one up to win. They get surprised by Sweetwater. They lose that game. Then this week on a game that Browse felt that Brownwood would win pretty easily against a Lakeview team that was 2-0, but he didn't feel like the 2 opponents they beat were extremely strong.
Well, you got to wonder if maybe the weather played
a good point.
Factor in that game as well.
Brownwood has to score a fourth quarter touchdown to win 19-14. Evatt in some trouble. He'll look to escape. He's coming to the near side of the bootleg. He'll cut back at the 45, and he'll just go to the ground at the 43-yard line to keep the clock running, even though you hear all the Round Rock fans acting like he was just taking a dive. Well, he was, but to keep the clock running.
Sure. You don't want to go out of bounds at that point. Picks up about 3 yards and brings up a 3rd down and long, but again, the clock is running. It'll go under a minute after this play.
31-12, our score. Stephenville leading Round Rock. Stephenville came in at the AP, was it 8th or 9th this week?
Stephenville 9th.
9th, and you wonder if this will help them move up against a team that was picked 2nd in their 5A district this year, beating them 31-12. Ball is loose on the ground. A big scramble for the ball at the 46-yard line. Round Rock, I believe, has gotten the ball.
I thought one of the backs from Stephenville might have fallen.
You are correct. The official holds up the clenched fist, meaning 4th down. So it'll be 4th down and 11 as Bryles comes out on the field and tells the officials to roll the clock.
Yeah, I think that was Stephenville that fell on the ball, looked like to me.
Waiting for the ball to be set. The clock does start, 43 seconds and counting.
I'll get ready for the onslaught of coaches coming through our booth.
The Round Rock coaching staff that's in the booth has to walk through our booth to get out of here, and that's kind of an interesting scenario.
Yeah, kind of like down there at the P.E. Shotwell Stadium. Yeah, we're just going to take the penalty out here, boys.
They'll let it roll off.
The clock keep revoked another 3 off of it.
17 seconds remaining in the game as Stephenville takes the 5-yard penalty for the layup game.
Only the 8th penalty in the game, and now a couple of those were intentionals.
Now, Shotwell, did the coaching staff have to go through us to get out?
Oh, you remember that one that we had down on the lower level, down toward the end? Back in the old days when you had to sit way down on the lower level?
I got you.
Man, that was crazy. You shared a booth about like this with 10 people.
Pitch to the far side is right looking for running room. He cuts up across 45-40, gets to the outside. He will be very close to a first down at about the 37-yard line, but I think he's just short. A pickup of 14 on the play, and the ball will turn over on downs as Kevin Wright gets the 14-yard run. And you know, the way that play was developing for a second, John, I thought he might score.
You're right. It was
8 seconds remain in the ball game. One more play is coming for Round Rock.
Well, is it the Hail Mary?
Well, why not?
And that sends the fans to the exits.
Fans are scampering everywhere. Our applause to all the Stephenville fans who made the 2.5-hour trip and have set out in miserable conditions with rain and wind for a solid 3 hours. You people that came, you should be commended.
And I think they just were.
Thank you. Love is under center. Play action, setting up, looking to throw the deep ball. In some trouble, throws across the middle. The ball is incomplete with 2.4 seconds remaining.
Health Focus Foods would like to show your athlete how to get maximum performance through supplementation. We help boys and girls in all sports to have more endurance, increased performance, stronger bones, and greater lean muscle mass. Supplementation has been proven in all sports to be a critical part of the young athlete's diet, helping your children the same way we would help ours. Come by and see Mike for the best selection, best prices at Health Focus Foods. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturday, 9 to 6, Sunday, 1 to 5. Whether on or off the field, success requires focus, knowledge, and action. At Investment Centers of America, we focus on your goals, offer you our cumulative knowledge of investments, and recommended actions that fit your objectives. We enjoy being your coach, but you're the quarterback. After all, it is your money. Investment Centers of America, Town and Country Bank Building, Stephenville. Investment Centers of America. We know the territory.
Once again, it's time for us to show our support for Yellow Jacket football. That means a lot of traveling. The all-new 99 Chevy Silverado pickup will get you there safely, in comfort, and in style. I invite you to stop by and see our staff about this all-new Chevy truck. And when you do, you will meet a staff that genuinely cares about you and your family. We consider ourselves family and encourage you to do the same. From all of our staff to you, travel safely and go Jackets!
Play will be upcoming.
Good clock keeper would have milked all that.
Nemo would have had that all off the clock,
yeah,
wouldn't he?
I think you're right. We'd have been through with this, baby. Well, we got to run more.
Second down and 10 for Round Rock.
Well, scouts over there in that other press box. Is that what that was?
On the far side.
I believe I'd have thrown them outside the thing.
I'm getting in here with you at least.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, how crazy is that?
Chris Love on the last play. Straight drop, looking to throw across the middle. Will throw the deep ball. He has an open receiver, and it's picked off. Coming to the near side for Stephenville, 28, B.J. Mercer. And Mercer will run out of bounds. Check that. It's not Mercer. It was Brady Gunn. 0 very close, and that will end the ball game with Brady Gunn's interception as he receives congratulations from Coach Bryles. Our final score here as the fourth quarter comes to an end. The Techstar Ford fourth quarter. Stephenville 31, Round Rock 12. Stephenville goes to 2-0, Round Rock to 1-1. The postgame show is up next. We're back in 2 minutes on KSTV.